as an org. So, but you look at all the teams here. There's very few that have full one nationality representation. Oof, but the odds, we can't split these two as we do get underway. This is going to be pacey out middle. They're turning this into an A split through Donut. G and Jam Young to get by.
Okay, already some friction.
Oh, blocked. I think you cancel.
Modo's managed to catch Jam Young just on the way out.
They're going to pivot to red.
Yeah, but that's where Mercury and Mosier have managed to position themselves.
Still not great fights with these USPs unless they're clean on the first clicks.
Yeah, and CZECH can swing with speed. What's the go sign here? Just run, jump, and no instant tap. It's just flattened. That's a lovely start for CZECH and B-Stick.
Yeah, Mercury wanting to get back to B because it was too quiet. That block smoke worked against them.
Oh, Shock's going to get a lovely opportunity here. Backs are turned. He's hoping to time this well. We'll see. Zero and G are still zeroed in on the potential elbow lurk, and G might get... Never mind.
Good shot from Shock. Oh, Zero.
Nice
That's
shot.
not bad. Newest addition taking over from Attacker. Right now, this one is very unlikely he scoops this one up. Time's the biggest problem with the bomb already down. A couple of kills, that's not shabby. It's half the bomb. Another kill won't come his way. Estresser confirms it. And it's a team ace for Sinners on the pistol, bringing a lot of energy early. When they're able to get space, their mid-round pack rolling or even just decision-making was much better than FlyQuest on this map, and we'll see if that continues the same here, because they got blocked with their initial plan, but they grouped up, they didn't fret, and they stayed together as a team and just mopped up the mess. So very well done from Sinners to get the pistol, and they should be able to get this second. It is going to be an eco for TYLOO. 5-7 for Zero due to those kills. Mercury with a flash and a B stack. The flash is good. There's something available.
There is, absolutely. I still feel like Mac 10 is just the perfect weapon here. Shock, especially with support the Galil at range. B-Stick. Oh, yeah. Yes. Taste of their own medicine. That was their plan. B-Stick's beat him to the punch. It's CZECH's flash, and B-Stick does farm him up. That's a lot of cash.
This is very classic in terms of the energy that I'm seeing right now. You have teams, and when you go back and you do your reviews of what happened, it's like, oh, energy was low, or we're not. And then I'm not saying they're overcompensating, but this is your last life.
Great flash from CZECH.
Who keeps drawing?
I don't know. Who is this mystery drawer?
It's got to be whoever's doing the context cam. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Love it.
Yeah, well, using fingerworks.
Yeah.
It's great. Live illustration.
Need you to have that now.
Okay, well, fast mid control. It's through elbow and heaven, and it's very standard how they've gotten here. Red smoke, cave smoke, mid harass U2, and they're out. So being given the room to move, TYLOO, they're turtled up. Zero's taken A main control, which is a nice response.
He's going to have a head-to-head with Stress on. Nailed it. Beautiful. Flashed in by Mosier. Opening kill for TYLOO's first gun round. That's what you wanted to see. Resmoke from B-Stick. He swallows that grenade.
And feels somewhat committed now as well. Really want to hang around, Jam Young. You found the opener. You could... Oh, dear.
He's dead. Dunked on by CZECH. Finishes off the job. Now, G was spotted Donut, so painting a picture, and this is the gap. G has to address this on his own.
Yeah, there's no B lane support. I'm sorry, highway support. He's just going to have to try and lock this down.
Wow!
Wow,
not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's actually going to set Zero up. He is solo A. He has to be able to time this well. Does he want to spam on the plant? Maybe he will. He's going to elect for a smoke break.
It's going to be too late. And now he's given away his position. Just telegraphed he was A main.
Yeah, so now the Temple player can zero in. It's Modo that's considering that. Crouches in. Zero looking sharp today.
Okay, no kit. Winnable for CZECH.
This would be an ace clutch.
Watch.
2 kills. Turn a third. Quick tracking. I don't know how he's hit that. Takes down Zero. Flash out. Number 2. Hoping to bait Mercury. And oh my god, he hits it. They're not expecting the stick though. The 10-second stick from Mosier. And CZECH thinks he's owned him. Oh, it's brutal. Mosier denies an ace clutch. CZECH did so much work.
Ice cold there from Mosier to stick that. He knows that's the only way he can possibly win the round. Calls the bluff, and CZECH with some fantastic shots.
And flash work. I mean, the Mercury full blind. He just baits him in.
So we're on track for our third ace of the major right there.
Same. He did well to get a second up.
This is a nice
first
shot
swing.
too.
It was.
Wow, it just feels so rapid from CZECH, and then Mosier going, well, I either win it or I don't.
Yep.
It's the 50-50, the coin toss method right there.
Stress on, could have a clash. Oh, he does! A single bullet expended, and it taps the head of G clean off. Wait, they didn't spot anything over this, so you're just holding for heaven. You have to acknowledge that there's potential for CZECH to have burrowed further.
I love this. This is a bit of a haymaker. It's like, okay, you got a jab to the body, but we know you only had one survive. Your money can't be great. We're going to keep with the pace and just storm out middle again, showing that it can be theirs whenever they want. Either they were going to have a stronger buy in that regard. Mercury up to bat.
That's for the AK-47. He really does have to pull the trigger first here. Jiggle bait.
Yes.
Brutal.
Good teamwork. Really good teamwork.
CZECH cut the rotations. This should be round.
And he's got the sound keys too.
CZECH finds zero. Trade from Jam Young. Should still be a Sinners round.
You just go A now, right? Zero's dead, G's dead. Those are the two that could be on A.
You have to get past Jam Young. And he's nailed that first shot onto the bomb carrier. Finds himself an AK upgrade. Makes things awkward for Sinners. Now he's going to be caught by shock. Nice shot.
Nice.
Yep, same place and same result. B-Stick's the one to take him down. Listen to that energy. They've brought it today. I mean, this is a do-or-die affair. You want to keep that energy. You don't want to be coming in flat. And that's certainly what we're seeing from Sinners right now. The pace on that, just straight out the gates, you're right.
There's something that hasn't changed in Asian Counter-Strike in 20 years, is that they will always back themselves to win the duels. There's one thing knowing that philosophy. The other is being able to deal with that. And it's clear that Sinners, their individuals, back their aim just as hard, right? I think their respect level for a team like TYLOO would be quite low. I think if you're a team like a Sinners or a Big, you look at the TYLOOs and the Lin Visions, the FlyQuest of the world, who get these opportunities because of the region to go to international events, and you watch them play and you're like, well, that should be us, right? We should be the next in line to get to play. Until a team actually cements themselves like a Mongol, right, and show, okay, now hold up, right? These guys aren't just a gimmick. These guys are the real deal. There's probably a lot of resentment, I'd imagine, from that next rung of European teams towards this level of squads.
That should have been us.
This is just a nice farm fest against the Eco. Just two more to find. G and Mosier both tucked in towards red. Another nade. B-Stick takes down G, and the scoreline about to read 4-1 in favor of the Sinners. Another scenario where, feeling years gone by, we'd see a little bit of a flash from the Chinese teams, and we could get excited. Even with the Aussie boys, you go, oh, well, hold up a second, right? We need to take these guys a bit more serious. This year, I don't think we can say the same. I know that TYLOO had the best of one victory over Mouse, but that was Mouse with CZECH and JL. So they haven't even had a lot of time to play together either. So how much do you really put into that win? Okay, second rifle round. Third, technically, excuse me. First, where G has an AWP. Making an A rush. You want to draw the extinguish is a hard sell. If you extinguish, and it draws out the rotation, stressing with the opener.
Just like that. Mercury felt like he had to react. Zero was on his way as well. And you waltz into B. Stick gonna try and forge a path into the site. There's no rush here.
This is an ancient masterclass in terms of early map pressure. I'm liking it.
He's gonna get this goal. On the grey screen, Mosier is backed away, so he just gets to walk in for free.
This is huge. Right now, the call has to be freeze for the rest of the team.
Mosier in the side of the head. Not ready. Well ahead of the expectations of the CT.
Well handled.
Yeah, doesn't want to die to this AWP and actually jiggle baits and blocks. Brilliant round out of B-Stick.
Safe. Can't go too far either. The net.
It's wide.
Yeah, it's still existing, isn't it? So Jam Young spotted over towards Pocket.
On the crouch there.
Well, they know that Shonk still resides, so they should be able to at least turtle up. And your Sinners, you could go for a hunt, but you don't have to. Know that the loss bonus on the other side coming into the next is towards max. It's only 2,900.
Sejwują to, no. Sejwują. Stejně by neměl ani čas defuzovat.
Just a delayed reaction if people are hearing those yells.
Yeah, I heard that.
Mají
I
šanci.
think that was Sinners.
I think so. I think that, yeah. So that there is, without a doubt, a clear conversation that has been had overnight of energy.
Yeah.
Right, a requirement of energy, and it's a tough balance to strike. And one that they've clearly identified as a little bit of a problem from yesterday's play. 5-1, 4-round gap. Tactical timeout used.
Sedím stovku na každýho. Zase nos.
Loking on the mic.
To je 500.
And it is quite the opposite of the
Když
start
to
time
vydal,
we
tak
hoped for here on their
dostanou...
opponent's pick. You're on the CT side of Ancient. Do save that AWP on G. Maybe it's his turn. This is that reaction they forced. You can see Mercury just felt like he had to try and make a play. Don't want to be in cave as the bomb's going down on A. And yeah, there's the source of the yell. CZECH, top of the tables with B-Stick.
Tak, jdem na ně.
Bringing the gameplay and raising the decibels.
It's one of these things. TYLOO right now, they're on a three-map loss streak on Ancient.
Got pace ramp. This is just Modo walking in off the flash. Mercury was spotted. Where no reaction, CZECH didn't hear it. Still a threat, Mosius Deagle. It's a 5-7, felt like a Deagle, instant headshot. Jamyoung's found B-Stick and it puts stress on into an immediate 1v2. This one's winnable. G
very winnable.
Behind the Molotov, bomb on the back of Stressan. And it does look like he wants to cut noise, disappear, not rushing the plant. He knows he's got a whole minute
Právě hrajeme
20
český
to
tým
work with.
esports proti...
What does start to become the gap is the possible cave walk back, right? So G making sure that he can't path through CT. Zero's going to play for info.
Živě.
But he's considering what I just said. Now he's okay. Has he walked out cave? Can he go back to A? Then that becomes a problem for G. G can get flanked red.
Just patience. Oh, Zero's got the clear.
Okay. Now, Stressan trying to use the patience. Pace change. Didn't hate it. I like the call. It's just the trade work was much better from TYLOO in the scrap. They're able to come out on top of the heap.
I could have sworn he was spotted by Modo there. CZECH did not look like that information was relayed to him in time.
I think there's a part of it as well. You know, when we talk about flight paths in that scenario, he's hoping he's covered, right? And they can't scale to take that next angle until they deal with that play. But because it's a rush, they have to go with that type of pathing.
Okay, that's a good point. Well
okay, back into a little bit more standard on the T side.
Oh, and Modo gets the fight he wanted.
Feels like he should have had that one.
B-Stick accelerates A with a flashbang, trying to pull rotations back from middle. Dumps his U-turn. It feels fakey, doesn't it?
He's been able to have the cross, so that smoke might shift the dialogue a little bit, but the main disadvantage, and as this one's going to be tougher to get back into. You didn't get the room, right? You're not going to be able to work within the space, as it hasn't been provided just yet.
Slušný smoke.
Because there's no CT smoke, Mosier can just report nothing's crossed.
See this clamp that can happen as well, right? So Mercury's on the jiggles towards cave, combined with Zero and Jamyoung in a multitude of ways, right? All three of these players can help each other out. And then even if G takes a shot and plays to fall back, it can be the rotation from Mercury to assist on the slip. Spots one, paths back, relays the information as big pressure comes in.
Yes,
Zero, been in this position, just looks away, but pivots back.
He's sharp.
He is. Didn't get to see his mechanics in full display in the first day. Lesson from Stressan and will crouch under the angle, but the damage is done and it feels like the round is won.
Definitely now.
Yeah, Jamyoung secured it.
Oh, it's a free kill.
Yes.
Gee, he's had a couple of these deaths. You went to the bait game on Mirage yesterday.
Yeah.
The 2v4 that they lost in the dying. Yeah, and that was a wild little play there from MPL. But that bait game, they ended up losing on Mirage 13-6, and then they went on against MIBR in their 0-1 game on Nuke, and that was damn close. That was a 16-14 overtime game. Well, they might be feeling, well, they shouldn't even be in this position in the first place. Can they start to claw back into things? Ancient for them this year, not pretty. Played 18 times, only won 8. So a 44% winning record is not what you want to take.
That's
a lot of info, okay. Immediately they spring to action.
Yeah, they're accelerating. This side flash is good, but B-Stick's better. Gets put down by CZECH.
Yes!
He needed that to justify it. Takes down
This is
Mercury.
big
Now
way.
G's so focused on one side, has to acknowledge the potential on the long side. Zero coming in for this very late flank.
Jamyang can stop the bomb here.
Yeah, the bomb on stress on, and he's realizing he needs help.
And
They're
then
going to worry about
He
Heaven.
calls CZECH to come help, and yeah, Heaven is a vulnerability, but Jamyang's here, and he's got perhaps a chance to spam. Ooh,
That gives Zero a chance. Zero has a chance.
Perfect.
No,
Team play
no.
on display.
No.
They smash through the two. Stress on and CZECH are gone. And now the bomb's under Zero's boots. Blocked on the ramp. Awkward
Yeah, so
round
dumb.
for the remaining two.
Wait,
Modo and Shock. What's the play? Ooh,
No,
spots
no,
Jamyang. Gotta dip
no.
out. Not your fight.
You have to let the smoke fade before you can do anything, but at the same time,
Everything's covered. Like, you
Yeah.
want to go cave, G will kill you. This just feels like a guaranteed AWP frag. You'd have to like
Nechoďte
bounce
tam.
your head.
he can't
do
get
some
away out if he
movements.
misses.
He's
He's
hit.
committed.
Ho misnul.
Jeez,
Dobrý,
not the
naštěstí.
shot. It's not the end of the world.
30 seconds.
Ho misnul konečně.
Doors control. G on the line. Fullback AWPing on display. Rather unusual, unorthodox round. G down.
Yes.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
yes.
on. They
not like
pulled it off. A collapse from TYLOO. That was your round. You did
Yes.
so much team play in order to get that bomb down, make life difficult for Sinners, and it doesn't matter. What a turnaround.
I'm just looking at the setup, right? So G's wanting to play a little bit in the lip of cave so he doesn't get flanked again, which I understand, but it's not. It's an unorthodox
To je
angle,
zachraňoval
right? And it's
naštěstí,
also
ale
not.
bylo
It
to
doesn't feel like a
waffle.
great angle for him in general. And then as he pivots down to go, okay, well, I have to play somewhere else. He can't cross back over cave. Where's the AWP really going to sit? He tries to say that Heaven line, but it's not comfortable because of the smoke, right? So it's
Don't
just,
know,
ugh, it's all yuck.
Jo, jdou na
Oh,
mid.
hang on. Stress On's out mid. He's going to be catching flashes. Could catch
No, no, no,
bullets.
no,
Yep,
no,
jab
no.
young. Only the
Yes.
one.
Ne,
Shock traded. Zero provides,
To
keeps
je
us
chybu.
level at a
Pojďte
3
na
on
mid.
3.
to je špatný, to je špatný.
As always, we cut to CZECH after the opening 20 seconds, then you cut to CZECH and he's up ramp thinking about a walk. Sure, he's blocked for now. Mosier bought time for him to go and lend a hand to G middle. And now that ramp smoke
Dobrý,
fades and
zadával
Mosier
nejdu.
returns. Going to be playing retake.
Jo,
But
jdem
right
kempit
now,
z
if
midu.
Moto takes this line
Jdem-
and they smoke short, the Molly
Dobrý.
pillar,
Jo.
they're able to get into B.
It's a lot of info because he got boosted.
Wow, are they listening to me?
I think they might. Yeah. You want to go alongside? You know there was
Máte tam
someone
dva.
boosted on the box. You can't
mu
swing
dej co
this.
pro to.
Yeah, so they're in a tough spot. Mosier has a flash at least, and they can also molly the plant and then activate.
York just escorting his teammates into the site.
Short smoke's going to fade. So they're actually not in a great spot now, Sinners.
Už plantuje.
One
Dostal
for the
bídu.
flash.
Catches Zero.
Molly was late.
Onward. Clunky.
Yes.
Round over.
To je poslední, kluci, dejte ho, dejte ho.
He's going to force him out. Incendiary will
Hoříš,
make life
hoříš.
miserable for CZECH. Oh,
Oh,
that still doesn't
yes.
matter.
I love it. Don't give him anything. Allow your teammate to activate. Sure, you might go down in the flames right there, but G has to
Yes.
hold that line. He knows that, well, he thinks that you're going to swing. All right, 7 rounds.
Dostávají
T-side,
bídu.
ancient,
Neříkám
Sinners.
nic, ale.
They do say winners are grinners. Winners are looking like
They better
Sinners
bring
right now.
Ten kill. Ty killy jsou dobrý tady. Na bečku.
This is the best of 3s for the elimination of the progression, so there will be at least one more map of playing Inferno. And if you look at Sinners' map pool, that appears to be quite the weakness for them.
Dejte
This
co pro
could
to,
just be
kluci.
2 blowouts either way.
Yes, dostal hit.
Damage on their aggressions, but still.
Yes.
Young. Oh, he couldn't finish him off. Oh, no.
Yes.
It's gone from bad to worse. Zero in the smoke. 2 of them in the smoke. They're blocking each
You
other.
have to know.
Shock's going to work this out.
They're not
Mono hits a
smoking
no-scope
yet.
onto G, just pushing through the
Smoke,
smoke, but
smoke.
surely you overlook this one. You're not ready
Yes.
for Zero! Double no-scope!
Co?
Kind of like a double rainbow. You don't see that all too often. Nice from Mercury. Hits one of those Deagle headshots. Needs
Yes.
a whole lot more where that came from. Mono,
Yes.
3 kills. A funny round. Yeah, it is a funny round. They're laughing.
There's real lack of output from a couple of the members right now on TYLOO. Mosier,
Yes.
2 frags, Mercury the same, and his second one, we just saw it there with a Deagle. G's only got 3 kills. This Jamyang and Zero are the ones who are having the moments. 11 for Jamyang, 8 for Zero, but at the same time, when you hear that spread, it's not an awful lot of kills.
Ten
at all,
no-scope
is
byl
it?
nejlepší, ten byl nejlepší, ten
Modo
no-scope.
getting to do some combat AWPing. Final round, first half.
Fight made in lots of HEs. Surely that's just big. They're cooked.
Oh.
They're absolutely cooked.
No.
Cream crackered.
Kluci, dejte jim.
There is no world where
Jsou
Tyler
tam,
should
jsou tam.
not be converting
Jo.
this one.
Jedno tam máš.
Okay. Still alive.
Ah,
It's
ne,
heavy
to posral.
traded by Mercury.
At least it's given them something. Jam Younger goes down. Doors will be smoked off. It does stop your immediate movements, but it's not the end of the world. TYLOO still need to rejig and work out where the gaps are, what they need to focus on, and it appears they've done that quite quickly.
No flashbangs. Would have made it a lot better.
Another smoke here from Mercury as well. Mercury hat, so they can smoke this 2 more times.
Ja, smoke.
Essentially 40 seconds
A,
worth
tam
of a
są
grey screen.
2. Jo, 2 tam są, no.
So this one might just simmer. Good opportunity to recap right now how this one's gone. There's been consecutive rounds for TYLOO, but only in a patch of 2. Otherwise, it's been very spotty. The round that they won, the first, was Mosier sticking a 10-second defuse, denying Kisarek an ace. They grabbed themselves the pistol. And they've been flying high. They've brought a lot of energy into today's matchup. Elimination on the line. They don't want to go home without letting out a roar. Losses to FlyQuest and NRG have found them here. And they give this one a go. 17 seconds and can wrap this one up.
Yeah, looks like TYLOO will have 4.5. B-Stick's going to try as hard as he can to make this round doable. If they find Mosier, you could have time to plant. Not going to happen. No time. TYLOO 4. It's Ancient first map with this best of 3. Losers going home. TYLOO. Jam Young just needs some help. Someone needs to step up.
To nevadí. Tak to je docela nepínavý zápas toho. Ty vole. Musíme to dát, musíme to dát. Musíme to dát, musíme to vyhrát. Tak, tego half-time'a to był na to kurczę. Tak jdeme na to. Jdeme co pro to.
There's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out, they're going to push on through, MBK gets one, but Crims with a spray down, he gets himself the triple! The Fnatic are not done yet!
Can you believe it?
The energy's been high from the Sinners. They've come into this elimination match on day 2 of the IEM Cologne Major with a point to prove and a team to beat. It's TYLOO on the other side of the server. Not a great first half, not filling the Chinese fans with confidence, nor the Chinese team. Jam Young's got 12 kills. He's managed to match the output of B-Stick, but we'll get to look at this one. It was actually in the half-time. We have Coach on the mic. Okay, guys, good job. Really nice job. I am proud of you.
It was good Counter-Strike.
It was good Counter-Strike. It was. Can't argue with that. The individuals have been on full display. Talking of individuals, haven't seen a Jam Young pistol yet. He's been given a P250. Maybe he could give TYLOO a real leg up to the second half of play. Great flash. Gets the wreck before. G can't track it. There's the split towards A, and Mosia's down after 1.
Info on 3 players.
Pokryjte to, kluci.
TYLOO.
Hectic.
I can't believe you're hanging around. You know, there was another...
Zero's got B2. Yes,
Nah.
lovely.
Zero's been good.
He really has. It's actually been the only supporting cast of 2 Jam Young's output. And there's another one. Look at the headshot.
To postrzelał.
So keeping it simple, right? Just shoot him in the head. Seems
Yeah,
to
right.
work quite nicely.
That's the strap.
Well, Shock and Stressen in the retake, and Mercury has closed the door. Hard to lose this round.
You'd have to completely fumble the first 3 bullets of your Glock. And he won't.
Nie, zada.
Now Shock.
Ajajajajaj.
Signing an impossible clutch.
To nie ma szansy.
And gets
To nie ma
taken down by
szansy.
G.
To nie ma
All
szansy.
right, well, this is the tough round coming up next. It's going to be the likely force buy for Sinners. I don't
Nie miał
think
szansy.
dejected is the word I would pick for TYLOO. Uninspiring sounds a little bit too harsh. It kind of feels like they've accepted their fate already in a way. Look, I understand Ancient. It's not a good map for them. They've
To nie miał
had
szansy.
as
No,
an 8 and 18 for the year.
To nie miał szansy.
Maybe we see a different look of them on Inferno, but they're still, well, it's going to be the eco, so they don't even have to, they're going into the full USP stack, Alex. The stack is running at them. It's going to be crazy.
To USPs. How many you get? Hold down mouse 1 and feast.
That'll be the quickest round of
Dobra,
Counter-Strike the
podle mnie.
entire major. I think, right there, bookmark that. I think, we're the quickest round, slowest round, coolest clutch.
Yeah.
Biggest multi. That right, we can do the ultimate
To był
dig,
szpatny plan. To był
jumping dig,
szpatny.
and we can do this. This will be the quickest
to
round.
był
So note those down, everyone at home.
For the Are You Paying Attention?
There
There
It's
will be a test at the end of the major. That'll be on the 22nd of June.
a while away.
Tournament break starts.
To był
Questions
szpatny.
begin. All right, mid-fight, donut smoke and red smoke. It's going to be a biff. It's going to be a brawl.
Ma te na midu.
It's ahead. He was going to dip into their donut smoke and use it for safety.
And then they flash him out, and he gets an opening.
Pyta.
In combination with Stress On removes Jam Young from the pack mid.
That's important considering they're light on U2 with this first rifle round buy. They're going to breach through this. Yeah, they're going. They will pop through this 100%.
Okay, stick shock. Two defense. Nice
Yes.
shock onto Mosia.
Too early. Long smoke wasn't up just yet.
Made it all too easy for him. So now it's a 5-on-3. KisserEcch versus Mercury.
No,
Good
to
pick
postrzelał.
up. One back. You got the bomb down.
Nice deep nade.
That's down.
Replay has softened up now.
A very important post plan for TYLOO. The disadvantage and coming on the short side. Mercury for that one
Yes.
tap. Stress On. A pixel of Mercury is all he needs. Knocks his head off. Good one back from G. Surrounded. He's doing it. He's doing them dirty. G in the clutch.
Demo.
Just Modo. Flicked in, and the AWP denies what would have been another near miss one clutch from G. We saw him get a near 1v5 on Mirage yesterday.
Yes.
This time the near 1v4.
This one was very close as well on the defuse. I can inform you it is coming through. Don't worry about it.
Damn, that was close.
But that's the thing, right? Yesterday we had some conversation on the desk saying, okay, well, yeah, G's rifle work, it's not been on, but he's had a couple of very clinical moments. Here's the zoom in. Wow.
I'm telling, I told you a pixel.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like you could see anything.
That is a ridiculous shot there from Stress, and yeah, it's just... Okay.
Yes.
Gee, another little spurt of a multi.
All for naught. All, well, I suppose.
The money on the other side is still a little bit ropey, so just a 5-man B play. Distinguished from Mercury. He's playing through. He's playing through.
The whole thing.
Co tam?
Oh my god!
O,
They've
to
got
postrzelał.
nothing.
To postrzelał.
Shock and trouble. Nice find,
Ajajaj.
actually, KisserEcch. The bait and switch from Shock and KisserEcch.
Yes.
They go chasing one, and oh, you one's...
A mysnął.
That's a frustrating one
That's
for
Counter-Strike timing.
It's a frustrating one. There's a lovely one from Jamyoung. Pushes through cave, catches a little bit of CZECH exposed. Now smoke long and go.
You need your ramp players before you can really breach.
Break.
Didn't see anything.
Oh, they're hidden in front of it. This is ugly. This is hideous. Nice from Jamyoung. Catches them distracted. Now on the push, though. Distress on. He does it on the USP.
Yes.
That's the LAN hole energy.
Yeah.
Straight LAN hole energy. I love it.
It's great. It's what you want to see. Matters major.
Yes.
Matters major the most. The majors matter the most.
Yeah. Triple M.
Eco now for TYLOO. 11, almost a guarantee for Sinners.
Go on.
Sinners must have known coming into...
Punching him in the shoulder.
Yeah. Sinners must have known coming into the major that their Inferno was going to become a bit of a weakness.
Right.
Or at least a potential target. There are 4 losses on the try. I am getting ahead of myself, but it is because we have the Eco. I think it could be a good opportunity now to just remind everybody we do have a Betbin versus Gamer Legion going on the A stream as well. That is the first winners or progression match, I guess we'll call it, for advancement to stage 2. Nuke Inferno, Nuke Ancient and Mirage, the 3 maps in that series. So go and check it out.
Note. Così posalto modo.
1 flash and a dream.
Yes.
Well, they've gone.
Yes.
The flash was.
Oh.
The flash was for something else. For the next round, the flash.
There it is.
Yes.
Modo would like his AWP, please. Could you wait a second?
Yes.
Someone needs to get that, Mr. MP9.
Yes.
Hey boys, let's go!
They got it. CZECH able to scoop it up in time. Second timeout right now from TYLOO.
Yes.
They're zoking. Pacing.
Yeah.
Into the notes. Not sure if they can save you here on Ancient, but this is not necessarily a sign of things to come on Inferno. Just discussing the disparity there between the two. This is a convincing scoreline so far from Sinners. Haven't felt like they've been in any real worry whatsoever.
No stress.
This energy, let's say they win today and they win tomorrow, this energy is the type of energy that can come back to bite you in the ass in that 2-2 game. I'm glad that they're bringing it, don't get me wrong. It's a fine line between, you know, riding the emotion and having it control you, right? So that's a tough spot. It's the sweet spot. Double cave push.
Self flash stress onto the elbow.
But I have a smoke.
Shot to lend him a hand on the smoke break.
Nah.
Wow, nice shot. Jamyoung with precision on display.
They've looked for a different way to open and been able to get the room. Now, this is a smoke from CZECH that provides a lot of questions for TYLOO. They have to respect it.
Walking down the ramp, 3D Max style.
Zero's timing that can be the difference maker.
Tam.
Considered it and backs off. So even though they are down a man, they don't want to try and push forward and find that fight, at least not all the way. CZECH. Cheat over with this MP9. Maybe they gamble stack. This is normally an in-game leader's call. When you see a reconfigure like this, the in-game leader tends to be making a stack call.
It's just Modo here.
The
Jump spot.
Really has to go for the fight.
Doki.
Spot on the ramp and hoping.
No.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Follow up. Gets Mosey.
Yes.
Gets a second onto Zero.
Oh,
nearly had G.
The B6 here in time.
Yeah, you're right. And able to spam on the cross. G jumps over. You know that bomb can go down.
They know where all 3 are.
They know where Jamyoung is. He's in red.
Ah.
Nailed it onto stress
Deci
as
zada.
well.
I don't know how much.
B3 for B-stick.
That's
Jamyoung
simple.
flanking loudly. And G just going to peek on out, hoping for the distraction from Jamyoung's steps. High impact round from G and Jamyoung.
All right, so a different open there from Sinners, right? That double cave play, they weren't just trying to stuff the choke point and elbow. They wanted to, if they were able to do so from the upper deck, this has put their money into an odd spot. It isn't going to be flush by. We're going to have an MP9 for Sharka, 5-7 for CZECH. Dresden will be on a Famous. We'll have the M4 and Moto the AWP, so they're still able to put up a bit of a fight. But this is TYLOO's chance right now to get back into this game. If they win this, Sinners will have to eco. So an important round.
This is the portal to the competitive
Pojďte kluci, dejte jim.
They'll be able to get through it.
To se pěkně točil ten molotov. Ve vzduchu.
It's boosted up, flashes the ramp side to post up on a very deep line.
Máš ho tam jednoho, no. Tákačkem. Jo, tam.
Oh, he's nearly killed CZECH straight through the wall there.
A couple of people had their bell rung. Jam Young and
Ty vole,
CZECH.
to se byl za aim.
I don't like the way that close ramp all being felt.
This is, I am okay, a smoke's just been burnt right there. Or no, it's dropped. Okay, no, that was thrown. Excuse me.
Oh, ono
If
missed.
the smokes were held on too late, that's where I have the most concern for TYLOO, right? Getting blocked late with the last 30 seconds and having to run through grey screens. So flash exchange for the territory. TYLOO can still pivot back through middle, but it's just a mystery.
Jo, jde vám.
Many unknowns at the moment. It feels like this will be the B finish, and there's a really strong setup here.
What's the reaction from Shock? He's the only man on site. He actually chooses to play around.
Yes!
Short smoke. Mercury down. Warp noted in cave. They'll charge up the ramp and have access to the site. Udo's on that line though. You can't cross.
Takže napravo. Yes,
You can
yes!
try. Mozia does. Goes down to the AWP for number 2. Double kill out of Modo.
Plantuje.
Yes,
Yeah, tam.
CZECH unloading his mag. Jamyoung should have him. I think he may have spotted him with the shoulder
jiggles.
there. Great jiggle on the low HP. Modo's ready for Jamyoung.
Yes.
This is just textbook. One kill from Modo puts them on to 12.
Yes.
Earlier you compared.
Remember the name!
Earlier you compared the some of the moves that they were making like a little bit 3D Max. It is Maka / Afro AWPing energy.
Yes, it
right,
is.
with the type of fights that he's willing to take. High risk, high reward, and a great little multi there from Modo.
Timeout zas poslední mají ty vole, já se nich posedu. Oni mají poslední timeout.
You got to have the vibrational
Na
frequency.
palici.
Keep everyone on the same page.
Another Romanian AWPer, right? We've had our Regalis, we had our Zellos. It's not Modo's first time in the sun.
Tak jdem na ně. Už tam něco nedává.
Shout out to Jaxie one time. He's probably watching.
Oh yeah. Every time we head out there.
Bonk. He looked close.
To byl
Still,
dobrý
I think he
miss.
pulled back.
To byl
But
dobrý.
Modo's had one hell of a round there.
Yes.
And it very casual about it, or at least makes it look that way.
Remember the name! Remember the name!
They're having fun. Oh, G
To je
smiling, but
smiláčka.
holding back the tears.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't, you'll cry.
Oof, just so many flashes teamed over middle there to facilitate this. So
What's his-
Jamyoung's out. He's going to take
they
cave fight,
Yes!
and
Yes!
CZECH wins it.
What a beast.
Another opening kill.
And onto Jamyoung, no less.
No.
Yeah, with a nice one onto Shock back. Catches him pushing ramp. I think that was a bit over-exerting from Shock. Thought he had room.
Dovám. Tam, ano. Oh. Tam tak jeden.
XX coming.
Leda.
Distinguished throw. Nice
Oh.
punish. CZECH caught.
Oh.
Reacting to the util. Modo found Mozia
Máte
in
na sejtu. Oh. Kurva.
Break.
response, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a smoke break, but the timing on it, they're already across. Goes for a
Oh.
wall bang, not going to connect.
Ne.
Be able to get that bomb planted.
Yes.
There's the third time for the charm. G leg shot through the pillar.
They can go very late on this retake. They have the kit on B stick, but he's coming on the flank. So if he goes
Pojďte,
down
kluci,
early, they might have to
je to
call
vaše,
it off because the
pojďte.
kit will be lost. Never mind, there's one right there near the bomb.
Oh.
Bang was so close to catching G, and that would have been lethal.
Ne.
Need to try and deter a follow-up.
They're not going for it.
Tam je
I
nalevo.
suppose you only need one.
A jeden napravo campy.
I mean,
Kluci,
He's just
dejte je,
damaged, I
dejte
think.
je, prosím.
exit.
There's no way.
Oh.
Three. Deep stick, there goes G. No win here, but it is just, I suppose, yeah, trying to take as many of them down as they can on the way out the door.
Safe.
Yeah, it feels
Safe.
like a wasted opportunity there.
Neměli
You
šanci.
didn't end up saving, but you didn't end up getting anything done. I understand you take down all of TYLOO, but it's going to be more of the same buy, or at least similar buy as you just dealt with right there.
Neměli šanci.
So in the 20-round game, 12 opening kills have gone in the favor of Sinners. That was another one there for CZECH. He's, everyone's been contributing with the opening. It hasn't just been, one candidate for Sinners.
Pojďte kluci, prosím, dejte je, dejte je.
The 5 Galil B-side round.
That's right, you win. You get the 3,500. The little head armor util. Not too bad.
Jedna tam máte ve smoku, ano, tam dám.
Not a single
Aha,
AK
je
in the
to-
mix for this one.
Já jsem blbej. Ještě bez střely do vlastního. No. A jo, domů tam dva, no.
TYLOO were communicating a lot. What's the finish then?
Hear Sinners a lot as well. You know, I can actually hear the words. They're thinking A execute. That's what they were just discussing.
Is going to be smoked off and don't have the HE after the first. Just this one, he's got to time it perfectly. And pretty good!
Yes!
Pretty
Yes!
perfect! Catches G
Yes!
on the walk, now
Yes!
intentions are
What's
clear.
it like
This A split.
Oh.
Mosier and Mercury kicking up a fuss. Modo, look at him
Of
go.
course he is.
Oh, thinks twice about it,
no,
gonna
no,
cost
no,
him
no, no.
everything. Zero will
Oh.
finish off what Mosier started. Bomb
You
planted,
might have to
retake
save it.
conversation.
You might have to
No,
save
no,
it.
no, no. Svět,
The 1900 lost into the
Maybe
next. You
sip,
won't have
maybe
anything to
sip,
work
maybe
with.
Now retrievable, that smoke's not going to last for much longer.
Na sajtu
It's
jeden.
gone.
Yes!
Oh, dink exchanged. Lethality for Mosier. Great round from him. Nice double. Picking up the
Ty
loose slack.
vole.
They're holding on, right? And at this point, as
Well,
mentioned, we'll have to be the eco into the next for Sinners. They're going to get the 1900 loss. So CZECH with this M4 is going to be their scariest piece on the field.
Nemá čas, může saveovat rovnou.
But that right there was a 3v5 that quickly got traded back into now win for TYLOO. Showing a bit of grit, getting down in the mud.
Came in with 5 Galils, leave with the round, an AWP, an M4, and 2 M4s.
Yeah, it'll be the variety too. You get spoiled for choice here. Timeout called the first for
Timeout.
Sinners on the
Máme.
mic. People who are good at containing their emotions, I
don't know how they do it.
don't know how they do it. I respect it. It's obviously it's a mechanism for dealing with the pressure, and you know, but it's the fact that Jam Young's expression never changes.
Yeah,
never changes.
No, it doesn't. Something I find is, you know, like I want to give it like a, you know, a binary answer of like, you know, oh, actually, I think having emotional regulation and being like, you know, in control of your emotions would be a quality that all Counter-Strike players would benefit from having. But then, you know, there's so many examples of players that, like an Apex, you know, who's just
Pojďte
top of the
kluci,
game
dejte jim
and
co
yell.
and yelling and
Katie,
feeling
once upon
and
a time.
emotion. Yeah, they flow.
Carrigan.
Carrigan, exactly. You know, some players don't necessarily, you know, they wear their heart on their sleeve and they still frag
I
out.
think it's more of a balance of personalities of the whole as opposed to just the individual.
Yeah. Okay. I see you. That makes sense. As in, it has to work for your unit. We've got some A
Push
smokes.
Rando,
It's going to
push
be
Rando.
pistols, just USPs, and that one
Yes.
CZECH rifle.
Yes.
Wait a second. The USPs have got 2.
Yeah, the rifle's in the wrong place, but he can get here in time. He will be
Legit,
smoked
legit.
off towards Donut. I think you still continue A.
Jamming
Posunul se.
boosted up.
Posunul
Modo
se.
confirms
Nahoře,
at least
nahoře.
2 more A.
There's no smokes remaining, and CZECH on the flank.
Did G spot him?
A lot of talking. I think he did. He wants a double swing. He wants a
Double
double swing.
1, 2, 3. Still gets one. Still gets one.
Idiot.
To posral.
It's quick.
Had to lose to an eco.
You can't.
To posral.
I mean, you can, and you might. Not like this for TYLOO. I'm Young and 0. I mean, this is the 2 highest performers. You know, 18
Máte na
frags each.
sajtu už. Na Ačku.
See how they approach this. They're going to group up and walk.
Dejte,
Modo going to be
dejte.
sidelined by this. He's
Zada,
so
zada.
caught off
Jdou ti
guard.
dva záda. Ne, tam ne.
Not considering that
No,
as
level.
even one of the 2 options. So shot in the back. 2 info for stress on, and yeah, I don't know where he's going. He's going to beat them to it. He's actually read it perfectly.
Už ti jdou. Nemá šanci, kámo.
What's a USP
USP
supposed to
to
do in a
jako nemají
1v2?
šanci.
Yeah, the first, maybe if they're not looking, then it's the 1v1.
Pojď.
Oh, 0 spotted.
That's an ace.
It's an ace from 0. Fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
he needed to save them after those nice USP headshots.
Už
Double
vlastně šlo
dings
jako,
were
když
provided
to
by
nedají.
Sinners, but this game getting close now. The noose starting to feel a little loose. TYLOO just need 2 more.
That's the third ace of the major so far. And that was against
To je taky dobrý
essentially
nápad
Eco.
chodit
But
eko.
Necessary ace.
because of how scary it got, a very important round. Your map was on the line. Well, their map was on the line. You're still in it.
to byl
2-round
špatný
game.
nápad
Does this
chodit
one have
eko, fakt.
overtime written all over it?
Nevadí. Pojďte kluci, dejte jim.
Walking down. CZECH's ahead of the flash.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Mosier was
yes.
not ready for
To
that.
naše
No
noha.
trade available. Mercury
Bečka.
unable to
Jo,
lend a
medu.
hand. Opening kill goes Sinner's way. You're at
No,
12
bečka jako
10.
by
Your
ono.
map pick, best of 3, an elimination series at the major. You do not want to let this go. So how do you play this by the book?
They're
as a
being
CT
active,
side?
right? They haven't had this mid control. They're doing a classic 2-2, like a red and a don't. And look, I understand staying active and looking for info. This would be great with the mid to late round, but you do have the advantage. So the fact that you're probing like this seems quite risky. However, it's informed them with all this information, and they're going to be quick on the flank of B. Moto and Shock to defend, execute
boost
coming
up.
in.
CZECH gonna swing on through,
Yes,
catches
yes,
Mercury on
yes.
the back pedal.
Jeszcze ta
Oh,
mata.
is that collateral? Zero and Jamyoung both catch an AWP bullet, but they're alive for a second longer. Going for the plant, not gonna hit the wall bang. Neither of them with the smoke spam either. Big push!
No,
Jamyoung gets
klucy,
2 on the low
no,
HP.
to-
Everyone's low.
It's all up for debate still. Stress on nose cheese by door,
Najlow, můžete dát. Máte šanci.
making them work for this frag.
Yes, tam,
Their buy's
tam
going to be rubbish if
jeden.
they go for this. B6 is calling it off. They have to get out. It's 2,900 lost next round into the last round of regulation. They can't go for it. They cannot risk the retake.
TYLOO take another.
They need this one, and they get away with the guns, sure. But TYLOO, this is 3 straight rounds now.
Jamyoung, the hero. Oh man, Modo can't quite believe it when he's going to see it now. Actually, you're going to maybe even hear his reaction when he sees that he did damage to 2. Unconfirmed collateral onto 0 and
Ty
Jamyoung.
pičo, ty vole. To není možný.
One round away from OT. Those saved guns are going to go a long way. Now, because of the 2,900
Teď to
loss,
posedali, no. Ty
that
vole.
means that the 2 players who survived can both drop M4s. And so this is a good opportunity to be much heavier equipped.
Ty
And
vole,
look at it,
nechci
we got 4 M4s in
prodloužení,
the mix here
kluci,
and an
dejte něco
MP9.
pro to.
That save has gone a long way. Look, it doesn't matter what the score is, as long as you get it done. They can win this 13-11. It's close now. TYLOO are making them work.
Yes, jsou tam. U Bčka, no. Nepušujte to.
Early pressure on the lane from Stress on. He readying his util. Shocker blocks smoke, well timed. They're going to have to break and go, and MP9 just standing ready to deliver.
Yeah,
And it's
to
easy
posrał.
pickings for Mosier. Spam, long
Nie, to
down,
posrał.
CZECH down to Mosier. He was full blind.
Next fight, flash over.
Flash and go, Modo blind, 0 swing in, Stressan holding the line. An impactful double kill from Stressan keeps Sinners with a chance to end it in regulation.
Máte na sajtu.
Beastic gonna go for the late cave. Mosier considering it's so low, so susceptible to that frag, gonna have to try and play around this cubby. Here's them wrapping on the long side, Mercury on
ušoval
sight.
svý.
Here
Ušoval
comes
svý.
Beastic, 2 of them audible, Modo gonna lend a hand with the util. Nullifies G, gonna have to play around the smoke now. Here comes the first fight,
No, no, no,
Mercury
no, no,
handles
no,
it
no,
well,
no.
Mosier 2,
Yes.
Modo can't win it, no time.
Dejho.
OT secured, TYLOO with a run
smoku.
to overtime.
Stressor
No,
knows,
to
Moto
prodloužení, no.
knows his
To
fate. It's
prodloužení,
over.
už to vidí.
Mercury, the final frag. And look, there's been enough time bought by Jamyoung and 0 for someone else to contribute.
And Mosier on the way in.
There's the most stressful moment here. I cannot believe they followed through with the execute. Because you get blocked in that situation. You don't have to go so early on in the round. Look, a minute 30, they've gone,
we
well, we
go.
full executed. We're just going to brute force. This one has all the bells and whistles. Molotovs are absolutely everywhere. Stressing with the double back makes it feel doable.
Tak a teď bude
But
prodloužení.
Mercury, yeah. Beastic had the jump on him.
To vyrovnali
First
kluci.
time around, okay. Well, I mean, that was what 5 in a row? 5 in a row from
Yeah.
TYLOO. Do they
Kluci,
keep that
dejte jim,
going? Do
dejte
they
jim,
keep
dejte
that
jim, to
flowing?
musíte vydat, je to vaše.
Mid-fight coming, they're scooping into elbow. Jamyoung's coming through, just running out the smoke.
Okay.
Jamyoung
No, no,
can't
yes,
find
yes.
the opener. Stressing doubles up.
Yes,
Yeah, Mercury's 5 HP.
řešte je.
Would go down to a USP. Tugs Cubby. He's kind of on his own here. The
Dejte
molly's
jeden,
gonna make
dejte
less
jeden,
sense
nahoře,
of it.
nahoře.
Yeah,
No.
booked. Nice claw back one.
To posedal.
Here's him faking the steps back and forth.
I'll lose this one, Sinners. Right, I understand the pressure of what you were up against there, right? Getting it done, winning your map at the major. If you
Jeden ti jde
lose this
zad,
round,
nebo
you know,
dva.
all that high energy that you were riding, all that you were putting out there, it's been very quiet for the last patch, and understandably so. But it's the contrast that's jarring.
No
As they
vám,
head towards A,
jde vám, no.
take stock. Mercury, he has the AWP. Does he want to just post up to CT? Or does he want to use the smoke to block it off and then try and get over towards the big box, deal with Donut?
Oni jsou na
Donkey's heard from
Ačku.
Beastic now. He will cover off CT with the smoke.
Máte už na Ačku, no.
Flash for the donut fight. Beastic's tucked.
Okay, that only just deep enough so the bomb cannot be harassed on plant.
Tam bych zase nechodil úplně, no. Tam zase kempí.
Has to be a successful retake for the Sinners.
Have a smoke for the bomb.
Yes, zkuste to tudy.
Boosted up Mercury, there's no HP. Oh, falls for the bait. Enables Shock a bit of room to maneuver. Flash catches Mosier, still there,
No.
Zero onto B-Stick, getting uncomfortable.
Yes.
Kisserek back with one.
Yes.
Headshot found both ways. Modo's good for it.
No,
Zero in the
no.
clutch. Has he got another one? Yes, he has. A quad kill. We've already seen the A's. Now 4 from Zero.
Okay, mate, this kid is going nuts right now. And a bunch of major rookies in the server giving this one a go.
Fighting for TYLOO's honor.
It's crazy to see, right? We've got 5 major rookies on one side. Stressing Kisserek, Modo, Shot, Beast it, right? This is their first. The Europeans, okay. Zero on the other side. He's the replacement for Attacker. They were been looking for an upgrade for some time. And he's giving it to him right now, is Zero.
Pojďte, dejte jim.
Missed the elbow smoke.
Yeah, that's funky. What's your lurk smoke reaction, Modo? You're going to break the smoke. G clicks down. Unable to connect. Tries luck at some of these wall bangs. No one's exposed to the bullets.
I'll be very impressed if Sinners can pull themselves out.
You think they're in the pit?
I don't think they're in the pit. I just think that they feel the tightness. They feel the pressure.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like mentally dejected or out of it. This is where things get stressful.
Yeah, and you've already had, you know, near misses. You find yourself day 2 elimination match, and your victory has just been ripped away with a 5-round run on the T side from TYLOO. Then he just won the first round of OT, so that's 6 consecutive rounds from TYLOO. Modo close ramp. He's managed to rack up multis from this position before.
Not only with the first round of OT, it was a
Máš tam
3v5.
jedno, máš tam jedno, napravo.
Advantages just
Aha, tam
disintegrate.
jsou 3.
Sinners tries to catch the jump spot.
Neskujte to.
He unable to catch Kisserek. He'll tuck back in. Oh no,
Yes.
still good for it onto Mosier. He's so
What?
disruptive. The trade from Zero is everything. G looking for that trade onto Kisserek, but he'll jiggle bait it nicely. Zero's found a second on the entry, so that's
Napravo,
open.
tam.
Kisserek trying to deal with G, a no scope for G. Now a Tech 9, good flank distraction for Zero to find number 3.
Look how far away B-Stick is.
He's, yeah, taking his sweet time.
And again, major 10 KOT, not 12.5. You have to, they're going to go fishing. They're giving it a look. Stressing's starting to move in.
See? Doesn't even feel possible with the setup. Oh, back turn, nice find. B-Stick will trade, but there's just no time for this. He doesn't have a kit.
Napravo.
Helpless, that's how it feels. Sinners down again. Zero's hit 4 kills once more.
28 and 15. He's just drubbing him right now.
And what did we say on the half? Someone needs to help Jam Young. Zero's here,
Well,
don't worry.
Okay, yeah, he just continues. This is 2 rounds in a row now, and we're in the depths of OT where his kills are just coming. And that right there brought up on screen, their trouble on Inferno this year. It's a comfy map for TYLOO. This one felt like it had to be a conversion for Sinners and was looking that way almost all game long.
Pojďte kluci, dejte jim. To není možný, to nesmíte prohrát. Vidíte vaše.
Together by
Pojďte,
Famous
dejte
Heavy,
jim.
1M4 and an MP9.
Will it remain spotless?
Už vám jdou.
Sinners just dig something out of this CT side. Incendio on the jiggle.
Máte tam.
Pushujou.
Pushujou.
Late covers there, beautiful. B-Stick transfers to the second head instantaneously, and he's put Zero down,
už
which
to
is
dobrý.
an achievement.
Jam Young?
What? B-Stick just got wallbanged? He just got wallbanged on tree?
Is Jam Young wanting to go through this?
Pojďte.
Jam Young's taken down Stress on. It's not a guarantee, folks. Another 3v5. Unless I'm mistaken.
Not again!
It's taken down Shock.
Asi v prdeli, kámo.
Another
proti dvou, to má
disadvantage,
šanci
just
asi. Ale zkusit to můžeš.
rectified.
If anyone can win it, it's Kisserek.
You're right. Kisserek's got this. Jam Young doesn't seem ready at all. Easy pickings, and now bombs loose. Now he knows.
Head of the
Jam-
volley.
Just gonna peek him. G gets it done. Kisserek head in hands. This is a must-win map for Sinners. They had 5 map points, and now they stare down the barrel of TYLOO with 3.
They're in a vacuum, right? All that energy that was flowing early, it's dead silent out there. They have lost some absolutely ludicrous rounds.
I got confused.
They have lost some, absolute mess.
That's the pressure.
That's the
That is
pressure. It's mounted now. Just
To už
one
nemají
round for
šanci.
TYLOO. This
To
is
už nemají
8
šanci.
straight to put them at 15.
To už nemají šanci.
Incredible to see such tenacity from TYLOO. B-Stick wants to fight middle. He's in the open. He's booked, covered. B-Stick, shock. Okay, giving you a roster rundown as the aggressions from the CT side are
Aspoň tá
thwarted.
remíza môže byť, ale no, pochybujú.
Oh, easy pickings for Modo.
Yes.
Reaction speed test on the fade of the smoke. And they know it's Mosier.
I thought
They
that-
know it's
yes.
Cave. Team play. There it is. Okay, a little bit of something to
Yes.
remind them what they're capable of.
Yeah, it's been a long time
Yes.
between rounds for these boys. So the fact that they get that one back, right? Your focus is, it's not gone. It just feels a little bit different. TYLOO, they take the timeout.
Timeout,
They
my-
take their 30 seconds. You're in two minds in this. And I think if it was me, I'd like to play a bit more of a standard setup. Right? Nothing out of the box, nothing too crazy or all in, where your round can be over within the first 15 seconds.
Right.
I think you can save that for the final round. Because your next round is going to be more scrappy, right? It's going to be your 5-7s, your Famouses, your MP9s. But the CT sides is where both of these teams have struggled in this map.
Tak poďte kluci, dejte im. Dejte im sa proto.
4-1. Boosting up the
Everyday
AWP
boost.
immediately.
Máš tam napravo, napravo. Je tam,
This
je
is
tam.
already across and smoke to
They're already
block.
up. They're already up.
They are in. Jamyung's
Team flag.
down, and Kisarek and B-Stick have opened up the account.
Oh.
It's Mercury, the only man currently here.
Máte ho tam.
Reveals his position, deep smoke cave to deny
Look how deep the bomb
presence.
is.
And
Did
yeah,
you?
the bomb is weird right now. On the corner of like long. Needs to be picked up now. G hits a quick scope, finds B-Stick. They're losing this one as well if you're not careful.
Stressen's not part of this. Stressen's walkabout.
2v3, it's a 2v3. Modo good for it, catches G. Fully committed. Here comes Zero.
Już nie ma
Though. Gotta watch
szansy.
out for Zero because he has been
Nie, to nie
a
ma szansy.
hero.
Nie, nie, nie.
A 1 versus 3
Gdzieś was
to
nie
secure
może.
it. Unable
Yes.
to handle it. Kisarek with the
Yes.
triple to keep the Sinners in it one more time.
Yes.
It's just unfortunate timing there. You're not expecting that type of a pop. The AWP immediately boosted. Then they just contact up
Aspoň do
the
tej
ramp.
remízy to môže
They hear
vyrovnať.
the footsteps stampeding up, and there's a flash that comes in, but you don't want to be hard tucked, right? Because you're going to get cleared. So he tried to swing out, but as that happened, that flash, it caught B-Stick, but it also caught the B defense. So
Aspoň do
here
tej
it is,
remízy.
that scrappy investment.
To
There,
remízy
two
muszą
MP9s and, sorry,
To
3 MP9s and 2 M4s.
Coś ako môžu dať.
Double red smoke, not
Yeah,
ideal.
just a sign of the times, I think. Shows you how chaotic the
Just a
comms are in
boost.
freeze time.
Okay.
The difference in this round is just personnel. It's B-Stick. It's not Stressen hanging around middle.
Jdou na Ačko.
That really only can play in if B-Stick
vlastně-
gets a kill or
vlastně-
goes down, right? That's where the info will start to percolate for TYLOO. You want to make sure you can hold on to these last remaining smokes for as long as possible. Jamyoung's just going to continue to jump spot red. Mercury's going to be mollied back out of position. We'll have to respect this.
Dobrá pozícia, dobrá pozícia. Yes.
Straight wants to fight.
Oh, and it does
Oh,
explode.
to posral.
Mosius quick on the draw.
Yes.
Straight from shot.
Ešte tam
And
napravo,
Mercury's the
dáš.
cave player. Do you expect the other? Two smokes left, and they are gambling.
Campbell.
I like the call, considering the circumstances. B-Stick, 40 seconds.
No, no, no,
Info
no, no,
from
no.
Zero.
Mm,
Firms. Close
They
presence.
just smoked ramp. They're going back to A with the bomb.
A good call. Shock's get ready to
už
catch
je
it.
tam až
Cave
dva, no.
reaggress.
Zero's just
To
smoked
asi
donut.
úplně na to.
Nice smoke.
He's not ready for this red. This is so weird. Modo's on his own with the bomb. Modo's on his own with the bomb.
Yeah, Mercury's just caught shock on lane clear. Modo trying to back into red to
Dobrého
join his
nabejtli.
boys. Will slip through just in time. Now G, forward position.
Yes.
P9,
Zero's
that's
still
the
here.
headshot. Now Zero's got them softened up for it.
Wait,
Mercury's
Kucu,
going to be
dejte.
coming to join him as well. It's 3 donut on the CT side.
Donut, donut,
he's got
donut.
caught. Stressel's looking the wrong way. Now Modo's missed his shot. Ancient was a must-win map for Sinners, and now on the shoulders of B-Stick. They had 5
To nemá
map
šanci.
points, unable to
GG.
convert. TYLOO wrestled them to overtime.
No one's looking. No one's looking.
In a B-Stick,
Oh,
Zero
GG.
catches catches a whiff, and TYLOO close it down.
Maybe
He
I
gets
shan't
the
say.
dirty bomb here in overtime. Zero came up massive. Once we made it into OT, multiple 4K rounds. He had to have one of those against an eco as well back in regulation. But that was a tough game, and TYLOO felt like they were down in the dumps. Didn't feel like they were mentally in the game. Ancient, it's been a woe for them in 2026. Sinners picked in as a punish, but they're the ones who are feeling the peril of this one. Gee, this would have been a masterful moment. You get these spurts of magnificent individual prowess from TYLOO players, but this one's all about Zero, a major rookie coming up in buckets and spades when the boys needed him most. You said Zero to hero. Well, you got Zero as a number. He's the one, and he has secured the first map of the series. It was such a back and forth of, well, it wasn't a back and forth affair. It was a tale of two halves, right? It was the CT side's really just not able to hold on. There's so many rounds that could have gone, should have gone, would have gone. And then nobody considering in both ways, right? Beastie coming through the smoke here in the 1v3. No one was looking his way. Zero pivots in, 16-14, but Sinners, all that energy that you just put into that. Now you go into your weakness of Inferno coming up next, and I think that graphic tells the story.
Tak, a teď to bude. Teď to musí vyhrát. Inferno mapa.
But we just want to beat everybody in the tournament. And I love that mentality from Snax, and I would expect no different from a player of Snax's caliber and of his career. We heard of some of the younger players, you know, talking about it. What's your goal coming into this personally? It's like, get out of stage one. It's like, maybe. It's like, that is not the mentality that wins you games. And now you need to have this mentality that wins you this map to see if you can stay alive in this series. And Snax has to call his squad on the T side of Ancient. And so often, this man likes to go away. So here we go, over to the A's bomb site.
He gets a little bit weird calling on this map. He'll call to this A bomb site 4 or 5 rounds in a row if he feels like it's the right play to make, if he feels like he's got an advantage there. 9ninjas and Flam is starting to be aggressive over towards Cave. It's a little bit late to get a jump on this CZECH as it comes in. Boomich is going to hear the nades. So Beckman will spend a little bit of time clearing out middle, making sure there's no lurkers outside the B bomb site, and then they'll readdress to retake this site. No kits for the CT side, no smokes either.
No, at least the bomb plant secured here for the next round for Gamer Legion, if nothing else. But holding down, they've got 2 players in tempo. PR to turn into the wall to dodge any flashbangs. Rise to take first contact, and PR swinging out. Eventually, PR getting a kill, but it's not enough to leave Gamer Legion in a comfortable spot. But a good shot from Hypex. He got a second one as well. And all of a sudden, it's just Flammers 1v2, tapping the defusal, pulling Hypex into the open. And now it's down to Snax, waiting inside of Donut. Flammers into the open, chasing after, and Snax runs away. And this is his comfort. You know, just drawing the timeout, drawing you around the donut. You can no longer win the round, and Snax has played it perfectly. Ring around the Rosie, and a rosy face is they'll smile as they take themselves the pistol.
All right, much better start, obviously, and that's going to be a good feeling for Gamer Legion. A really important pistol for them to win, just for the mentality and get started on the right foot, where you played, you know, so far back deep in a hole all of Nuke. Now you get to play with the economic advantage early going on your map pick. Lovely shooting from Hypex with that P250. Those are some disgusting shots to save the day. Otherwise, that retake was starting to look good.
Well, we know what Boomich can do with the CZ, Jason. He's got it out.
Of course, he buys it again.
Well, Snax quickly out of elbow. He'll play under the boxes. Good position to get here. You got Boomich and Flammish in behind that smoke here at Donut. They're going to boost Flammish on top. He'll peek just to that left side and wait for the crossing members of Gamer Legion, but as he does so, it's an audible dismount, and I'll be met with bullets through the smoke.
Molotov to hold back Red Room. Zorte spots it, knows they have control. Everyone's losing HP. Gamer Legion just grouped up, playing a trade game. 4 players together in Red Room in the middle of the map. Towson waiting over at A main. No real panic yet for Gamer Legion. Zorte's been brought down to 10, Boomich down to 11, so when they decide to move, a couple players easy to clean up.
That's a good opening pick onto Boomich before he can get up to any antics. And Gamer Legion looking to convert in this 5v4. Our desk were highlighting how Gamer Legion have been very strong at 5v4 conversions. It was just another reason to add on to the weirdness of map 1, right, where they just had so many advantages and so many opening kills going their way and just complete failure to convert them.
Yeah, I was mentioning, I think part of it too, I think I said it during the first map of the series, I think Boomich and BetBoom just kind of really outplayed Gamer Legion and pretty much in the mid-round pretty much every single time. Anytime there was like a settle down mid-round, they were able to kind of outcall and outmaneuver Gamer Legion, which is another reason why I felt like BetBoom would come into this map and be able to take it as well, because Ancient also has, you know, it's a mid-round map. If you're not just getting blown up and winning the round based off like some fast mid-play, the mid-round can be super effective to move around and be mobile between the two bomb sites. This time, BetBoom's not going to sit back on their heels. Flash and a piece of aggression coming in. Towson's going to get caught. Nade in hand, blinded. There's another kill from Boomich. The USP's doing work, but not enough stopping power to really secure the round.
PR to finish off Flamis, leaving MagnaJez alone, and then we'll get into the real rounds of this game. Now, first 3 picked up for Gamer Legion. Good start. Really important that they had this lead. You know, coming out of getting banged out on Nuke, you want to make sure that you come in and just try and put that to bed as quickly as possible and reset, and obviously finding 3 rounds in a row is going to help with that. But here comes the buy for BetBoom, and you're going to get the AWP out pretty early here for Zorte.
Live into round 4, up in Hypex's hands as well. Zorte takes his towards the A bomb site towards Donut. Boomich is going to run down mid and join up with him. No fast mid play from Gamer Legion. Rez, Towson, and Hypex just kind of sitting back, waiting, looking for pushes.
Zorte awaits the peek out from Heaven Snacks. Going to be the first victim that AWP has found its prey straight away.
And they really wanted that piece to help them take some mid control, so they're going to be a little bit more nervous. Rez and Hypex and Towson as they start moving out. Zorte repositioned for this fight. Hypex steps into it. He goes down as well. Yes. Up difference here in round 4.
Yeah, big difference. Zorte can definitely be that. I think in the first 2 best of ones on Dust 2 on the CT side, once he got that AWP out, he was a real menace for all the teams that went up against him. Well, he's finally felled by Rez, but his advantage is still held, and they're going to cross out towards Heaven and try and finish on this B bomb site. But as that is happening, you're seeing TYLOO move down the B ramp. MagnaJez is going to start taking contact, but it's actually Rez who once again has chimed in with his AWP, so he's drawing it back to the AWP difference. You mentioned it. Turns out the AWP diff is Rez on the server. He's got 3, and that has resurrected their chances of winning this round as PR turns back into the cave. You've got Boomich dead now at the hand of PR, and now it is Gamer Legion who are winning the ridiculous rounds.
I was going to say, it's Gamer Legion giving them a taste of their own medicine. 3 versus 5 conversion off of Rez's AWP. That sentence hasn't been uttered too often. Flamis, lovely shot on the first. Tries to save the AWP. Picked off. Quad kill for Rez.
He's an AWPer. I'll smile on his face. He's had a good time with it, but passes it back over to Hypex.
I mean, that's an ugly round from BetBoom. I mean, for as many as there were on Nuke for Gamer Legion, it's the same kind of thing. MagnaJez just pulls a nade out, kind of steps into the open to deploy it, gets picked off. The Rez shot over towards B ramp is wild.
How much of your opinion or prediction of BetBoom winning this in a 2-0 fashion was predicated on the fact that they would be able to continue the momentum from map 1?
I think they'd be able to continue it, but I feel like I want to see what Gamer Legion looks like if they hit an obstacle. If BetBoom like clamp down a little bit, like after you just get destroyed like that on the first map, it's so easy for your mental to fade away and disappear really quickly. It's really easy for you to get like knocked off your game in the next map. Now, the longer that this run goes on from Gamer Legion, the more they kind of steel themselves against that eventuality.
Walk into the smoke, Snacks quick to react. Flash is good as well, so TYLOO has to just cower behind the wall, hoping that he wasn't going to get hunted, but PR not going to let him get away with that one. And then Towson moves forward. His rifle good enough to drop Zorte.
Tell you what, it also looks like Gamer Legion on an individual level. Everyone looks a lot more comfortable and confident on this map, stepping into fights.
Yeah, especially PR here. 7-2 now with his rifle. You're going to have a 5-0 lead here for Gamer Legion. Very different story. Mirage will be the 3rd map in this series.
This is the first time, too, like I mentioned also BetBoom on that first map, like even despite how much they were up and how much of an advantage they had, everyone playing smart. I think Zorte kind of sticking around and challenging for another fight from Red Room when he'd already provided the 5-on-3. Not necessarily like a bad play, but just like something that wasn't necessary in any way. Kind of overexpose yourself to the chance of getting picked off, and then all of a sudden you see how it collapses on the other side. So
yeah, once the first domino falls, everything just comes crashing down.
That first domino always thinks the fourth, or you know, the second, third, fourth, and fifth domino are going to save the day. They're like, oh, it's fine.
It's true. You just can't trust your teammates, Jason.
That's the lesson to learn here. Can't ever trust them.
First time out here for Bet Boom.
That's a very uplifting timeout as well. There's some energy in the tunes.
Feel like I'm in an action movie, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's what came to me.
Definitely has vibes. Yeah, actually, I can hear it.
There we go. That's the one.
Who's going to be Captain Jack Sparrow on the server?
At the moment, it is looking like PR, which is nice, because the desk just had a long conversation about him before this map began, about how he was going to be so critical to this team's success, how he needed to step up in his performance. So at least getting them started with a 7-2 opening here on Ancient. 5-0 lead for Gamer Legion.
So then, as Gamer Legion and Bet Boom are locking horns to secure the spot in Stage 2, the first team that will be secured from Stage 1. We, on the other hand, here on the B stream, are bringing you the opposite. It is the first team to be eliminated here from the IEM Cologne Major in the second day of play. And Chad, the writing on the wall after Ancient, can you give us a quick recap of what we witnessed and what it means?
Yeah, 12-7 scoreline, fumbling that. The energy was very high for Sinners, and it's clear that was a conversation overnight to make sure they come out today swinging. That was clear, but the pressure getting the better of them. TYLOO staying cool, calm, and collected, but their major rookie, Zero, showing up with a 30 bomb. Massive 4K rounds, time and time again. Even had himself an ace in the mix. Sure, it was an eco bash, but one that was required. We turn our attention now to Inferno, which in the last 3 months, this team, Sinners, yet to have a win, and it's a bit more comfortable territory. As we're going through the player pathing and what to expect, you would have seen Shock as that pit and Stress, and he's actually the highest rated player for them on the CT side as the rotator. Going to be that B-Stick CZECH duo over towards B. B-Stick, the in-game leader, is going to set this hole, and on your screen right now, up for the aggressive maneuvers, where we did see him flourish. He was hitting some nice shots, playing around the smokes as expected, but for TYLOO, this is their map choice, right? This is somewhere which they know Jam Young, their best player, well, this is one of the maps where he can deliver. He'll be up for the banana control. Mosier, however, and something that I will want to point out before we get underway, Mosier is going to have to be tasked with dealing with Moto, who likes to play the AWP end of apartments a lot. So how are they going to deal with that, right? So that's one of Mosier's biggest concerns going into this. For G, on the T side, as an AWPer, a lot of your role is setting up your banana space takers, right? Facilitating them with the flashes that are required to take the peaks, right? Getting that smoke, and you can see it towards half wall. So I don't expect to see a lot of opening exchanges from G. Mercury, this guy, the in-game leader, is going to be setting them up with the question mark smoke top middle. There's certain rounds he likes to palm through it, but he plays as the second mid player, right? That's not something too normal for in-game leaders. They tend to be one of the banana players.
I am seeing an interesting trend. This is the first 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
It's funny that every one of them, G, Mosier, they've all had like 1 or 2 players that have managed to make it to Arch in 30 seconds. There's another one from Zero, so there is something in there. I mean, I don't know what that could be. This
is only rifle rounds, right? So it could be based off of a couple of things. This could be set-piece calls. The other could be when you're seeing them a little bit more sporadically coming into play, like Mercury there. Maybe Jam Young said they're running forward, they're running 3 down banana, right? And that's a reaction from Mercury to take long space. Because if a team is going to play heavy banana, there has to be a gap. The gap is either going to be short, long, or apartments, and you're going to take your chances off of information. That's the way she flows. So we're going to get through the pistol rounds, the 4 spies, the ecos before we can get into the gunnies.
And I want to talk a little bit about what you've already brought up, the Sinners and their Inferno. The stat popped up during Ancient. It's not a map they play all too often. In fact,
it's a map they don't want to play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we heard them discuss in the pre-match interview. It was B-Stick who talked a little bit about how Atlanta was like, you know, kind of their introduction. That's why this major doesn't feel like it is more. I actually think he probably wouldn't have the same opinion after Ancient.
Yeah, yeah.
But those games at Atlanta, they played big names, right? Or bigger names. Astralis, Gamer Legion, on Inferno, and 13-8, 13-9.
Yeah, if you go a little bit earlier in the year, right, there's games against Ecstatics, Johnny Speeds, those type of names. So they do have some wins on Inferno, but there's a reason that they want to shy away from it.
And TYLOO have picked it, which is incredible. I mean, it's always been comfortable for the Chinese teams. Inferno has been a bit of a signature for Asian CS in general.
So we'll get to see what they bring to the table today. I think that comeback goes a long way. if you're TYLOO, right? If they do end up winning the series today, those ramifications can echo into tomorrow. Just waiting to get this one started. We do have 2 more best of 3s available for your viewing pleasure. Obviously, I was mentioning Gamer Legion versus BetBoom raging on the A stream, but coming up later we've got M80 Bait. That is the second winners game on the A stream, and then Gaming Gladiators versus Heroic for the second team eliminated. You never want to be the first, so Heroic and Gaming Gladiators don't have that as their fate. It's either TYLOO or Poor Sinners, but it's a competition. 32 teams, essentially 20 days of play.
And I did the classic error. Saw Heroic walking in today. I was going to the bathroom.
Doing, guys?
How's it going?
Oops.
I know the answer to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
We've all been there.
Happens to the best of us. But let's go. T-start for TYLOO. And the odds favouring them, understandably, within the context.
Yeah, Sinners decided to start on the defense here, and the defense has been the weakness for both of these teams. This could be aggression down middle. It is.
They want to try and bring the fight.
They've been spotted. G's screaming. G is screaming.
Już dostawaj na flex, sakra.
Pop up out and have 3 frags. Plural gets both. Zero knows where Shock is, and nice shot from the USP. Needs more. Needs a whole lot more. Can't hack it.
All right, pistol round is over unless Beastie can win a 1v4. He's rotated in time to at least hear the bomb get planted. I think we have the luxury. We're just above where the players are, and I can hear G yelling. As soon as he got that spot, we're on the CT perspective. I hear a loud yell, and then he even is loud on the flash call as well. Right? G's clearly the most emotional player on this team. So he's made no secret of what Sinners are up to in that one, and TYLOO respond perfectly. Damyoung off to that strong start. 2 kills for him, just popping his head up to the chicken pit.
And that pivot, a product of G's shouts. You know, they immediately pivot to react. Very effective start, and I mean, more of the same for Sinners. Okay.
We might see TYLOO also start to play a little bit more unchained, maybe a little bit more aggressive now that they've bought themselves the buffer of the Ancient Win.
That's true. You do get kind of liberated to take that slightly lower percentage maneuver.
Setting up for something quite quickly towards A, and a few things they've seen in the prep. One was that Molly short, so Moto couldn't take a scout pick. The other, clearing out the top mid pocket with HE, so they've been able to establish brackets control swiftly.
Well, I mean, it's such a perfect place for a 5-7 to put itself as well, so that makes perfect sense given the buy.
Looks like Zero wants to clear out trash.
Procedural, methodical Counter-Strike on display. Oh, he's forgotten it.
Wrap smokes. Out in back pit, does Moto want to keep his eyes on short or try and take those long-range drills in the wrap?
Doesn't feel like the best place for a scout. Moto's making it work. He's tagged up one already. Takes Jamyoung down to 29. Presses forward and finishes off the job onto G. Trade from Zero. Looking to keep up that ancient form. His individual form is higher. He just leaves him. He says, I'll come back. I'll come back later.
Oh, my boys will deal with you. Okay.
Never mind, actually.
You're in a... Oh, that's...
Dead.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think you're still looking for the save. Just hold on to this, give it a go into the next. But something that is a bit of a worry for Sinners is Zero and Jamyoung both were in very good form on Ancient, and they're the 2 banana control players. Jamyoung's the point man, Zero to trade off of the space he's taking. And Zero did a lot of very good trade work on Ancient.
He really did. Safe passage. No friction. TYLOO 2. Sinners 0.
This is essentially the eco coming up now. This is so fun.
Actually, no.
You know what? It's bigger fish to fry. Letting Jamyoung get his. They held on to pistol upgrades and armor for Stressen and CZECH.
Never seen that funk vehiculo, like the funk vehicle in Italian at the back of the van.
Oh, I didn't see it at all there. I was just, yeah, okay. Moto takes a pot shot. Double nades top banana, followed by a rally of mollies. One to the mouth, one to the sandbag. They've taken banana control rapidly against the eco and against the force that brackets control. Oh, flashing a fight for CZECH. The timing needs to be spot on here.
like they're going to be committed. CZECH, 5-7. And it's a bit late. Zero's already across, can react.
Whoa. Yeah.
Just farms a mark. Double kill from him. Sure, Stressan and Modo did manage to put a couple down, but just puts it all onto Shock's shoulders, and then, yeah, cross of the bomb should seal the deal.
Gonna die to ruins here. Zero just in a
Naprawo.
And Zero confirms it, 3-0. Guns will come out. Now Modo has more than enough money for his AWP. So it's important with AWPers like Modo to see with their spawns, right? Because they're going to play off of that gut feeling that, yeah, I can win out that fight. So he has a very good mid spawn right now. Plenty of options available to him here. He can just take that passive line in case they swing wide. He can go deep for T-stairs, not expecting them to have an AWP, which would be an astute observation of the economy so far. Or he could even try and pipe down second mid and look for a pick. Just jumps across, then picks back short side. And he has the line. So if you're lazy with how you navigate, a tough spot. So they want to get brackets control before banana control. That's made clear by G's presence in second mid, who was setting up Ozio and Mercury to get the space. And he continues to set players up for this brackets control. Went through the motions. TYLOO looking well drilled on Inferno so far.
Yeah, the criticism that's been levied towards them, in the past has always been, how often do we see a TYLOO player taking a fight dry without the supportive flash? We're not seeing any of that. Everything is supported, everything is intentional. Same can be said for B-Stick swing there on brackets, but they have found cover.
Backpedaling? Does look like it. It was just the one man of CZECH on B. B-Stick will get there in time. Stressing and Arch can also fast rotate. And Mercury having to mid-round in the dying stages.
It's actually really a perfect opportunity to see the effect of that Moto smoke. Stressan will second guess it. There in time. Defense still beat, doesn't even need the help.
For how good it looked in the opener, look that way on the finish. The bomb, it will go down.
Oh, down to the spam of B-Stick. That's a very convincing start to your CT campaign.
Hezky pěkně, ve smoku. To je frajer.
What does he want? Picking up nades and stuff?
Dnes je něco jiného než
well, they've been able to get themselves some AK-47s.
Nevím, ale teď se hraje Major.
Well, there's another buy available.
Český esport Sinners proti TYLOO.
Soaking on the mic.
Samozřejmě živě.
So wants to get in before their finances are bled dry.
Hrajou v Kolíně nad Rýnem.
I think the way that they took the bracket control and got that space, that was all very nice, but then seen enough with B-Stick's aggression longside. Thought, okay, we can pivot back, we can play the rotation. But Sinners, they were a step ahead. They got there with more than enough time, and they shut that one down with ease. Zero's going to operate now with the Mac 10. So I was talking about the banana control from the likes of Zero and Jam Young. Last round, they were kept on a leash. Mercury made the call to take the boiler and halls control first. I wonder if they go back to regular scheduling. We'll have Jam Young throwing that car molly most likely, and then Zero and G there to support. Sloppy here on the finish, right? Feeling the time pressure, which is crazy with what we saw from Linvision earlier today, right? They had no issues with the time pressure. Happy to be 20 seconds every round.
That was bizarre overpass, wasn't it? For Sharks.
Komu fandíš? Samozřejmě v Česku. Sinners. Klasika. Sinners.
Right, so they don't want to tussle with this. They will give over early banana control again. This can be used against you, though. Especially if there's an eruption, the rally of flashes.
Už mu dal jeden proskočil. No, mohl střelit. To je jedno. Už o něm ví. Už oni o něm ví. Já fandím, co vyhrávají.
Aha. Sakra. There's already a CT smoke up. This is brilliant.
Yes.
Modo's got to do it all. TYLOO have booked him. Zia confirms it. The site is theirs. Those nades were in the sky from spawn.
Yeah, they're planning first oranges here. The rotation is in. Shock waiting for the lurk. Because they're here so quick, the bomb's just gone down. They will give this one a look.
Už mu dám campaign, no.
Kept at bay by the Molotov for a moment longer. G scoped up Nubox. It just feels like he's guaranteed to find shock here. He could even find them. Oh, they're
yeah, they've just got smoked off coffins.
So he's channeled into the orb.
This
This is
chyba
a
nie
brilliant
chodził, gdyż ma
Counter-Strike on
wypo.
display from TYLOO. Perfect.
to
All too
posrał.
easy. Stresson goes down. He goes for a repeat, unable to connect it. With CZECH down to
No.
Mercury, it's just a massacre.
Very nice call.
Ja nie chcę
Worked
hrać
out
nic.
perfectly for them. You can see what I'm talking about. As soon as those flashes come in, and you only have the incendiary as the AWP.
That's the smokes we were talking about, just being thrown from mini pit.
It's the Mercury one that should be for CT, right? So he lobs that one out with the rally of flashes.
And just running at him. He's solo as well.
Tutaj to posrał, no.
I'm kind of upset he didn't get to play on the half wall. I don't know if it would have affected the first flash, though. I think he was blind either way.
Następny przykład tu.
Ace from Jam Young swallows double HE into incendiary, no extinguish, gets out with 2 HP.
I thought he got out.
Yep, never mind. Dene chases him down. Beat stick.
Heat-seeking missile.
Nice double kill.
Important round for Sinners to stay in it financially. This is a gap closer of a round, but second half of Ancient, the amount of 3v5s they lost.
That's a good point. Let's see if that trend is continuing into map 2, or if Sinners can screw their heads on tight and convert a must-win round.
Gonna walk into the orb here.
Modo primed and ready for this fight. Easy.
O, jest! Zasedla, paneczku.
Extends the advantage. If Sinners can keep a perfectly clean sheet, you can scoop up those AKs. Could be what just what the doctor ordered. Lovely. Fallback orping. Modo catches G on the peak. Can they keep the 5? Yes, they can.
Yes.
Any AKs?
Yes, kucy, daj time.
They're in time. A couple.
To może jeszcze wyrównać.
Beastie couldn't get there to pick up the AK. Well, they know that the money is going to be a little bit ropey out of TYLOO due to the loss bonus that both teams are suffering
Żeby
right
akurat to
now.
wiesz.
Nice shot.
Ty jsme spochodili do szkoły.
Trying the boost in an incendiary. That was never going to work out well.
Good point. Hang on, we just saw a smile.
Hold up, Jam Young.
Jam Young showing a little bit more.
Well, 2 Galils, 3 Tech 9s, and likely going to have to be something poppy again. I don't think you can get away with that same B play.
Zachodzi měsíc. Já nevím už, kámo.
Hero
Už nevím.
Secures that no one is pushed down to bench, so it does give them a bit of a moment to relax, that they're not being pressured as they're setting up for what comes next. So very limited utility available here. We're talking just a handful of smokes, 3 mollies, and 3 flashes. Like I said, I don't think they can go for that same type of a B play again.
Znisz tak?
They've essentially made sure that the AWP is not on the midline.
A už jdou přes banán, sakra. To je špatný, to je špatný. To tam jenom 2.
Now you get ready to just
To nevím, jestli to
5 players
to
into
můžou
B. Modo is behind that
to
long
není na
smoke, so
full
that's going to
screen.
keep his boots
Je to na
planted
full
there. We've
screen.
just got 2
To
defenders
já
here.
si to
CZECH's got
takhle,
so much work to do, and he's down to 0. That's round. TYLOO smashing to B.
I think they can risk the rotation in to have what happened previously happen
Ty to
again.
takhle normálně, koukej, hele. Vidíš?
See that they've played ahead of the util. So they've thrown it and they're running with it. There's a lot of different options you can have. And if you can identify what type of a defense a team like to play, obviously in the modern game, everyone's a lot more dynamic. But if a team is playing like a smoke molly defense, so that's the CT side, they see your util in the air, so they throw theirs. Right, you can catch them off guard because there'll be nades in hand. Just the pace at which this came at you from 0 to 100, and that is one of the worst scenarios to find yourself in on the CT side of Inferno. Without full brackets information and without any banana information. Because at that point, you're either in a 3v5 or a 2v5, and you can see how that unfolds. It's a difficult map to retake on. So if you're not being able to gamble correctly or find any early friction, then you are just hoping the individuals will be able to deliver multis. And without multis, you're not retaking. So 5-2, 3-round gap. At least they saved those guns so they can have another buy round. We're even allowing Modo to hold on to his money instead of dropping B-Stick an M4. And that's so they can try and keep the AWP in this man's hands flowing.
Makes sense, CT side Inferno. No top mid smoke for Modo to contend with. Want to try and force the issue towards second middle. The flash from Mercury is across.
Zasał mnie zsunął.
Orb's position noted.
Jo kouknu.
Early. This is very quick, isn't it? For
Well,
the apps control?
because the AWP showed itself middle, right? Moto does like to start end of apps. You can see Mosier, I wouldn't say he's lazy, but he's aware that Shock is less likely to be playing in that position.
Już mam D.
Moto's quick to B though. I think Jamyoung was not ready for that reposition. He's already gotten all the way over towards B, taking down Jamyoung and actually enabling CZECH to gamble over towards the A site as well. They'll have 4 CTs here,
Apex,
chat.
sakra, kluci.
Didn't apps, distracted. Ooh, B-Stick, feeling the pressure. Incendiary will delay and singe 0 down to 47.
Jo kouknu.
Short centric, stress on
Still
site.
a lot of nades.
They're going to dump him on towards the site.
Aj.
One and
Nice.
done. Shock solid
Nice.
from the pit. Flank from B-Stick
Yes.
does manage to
Papek
convert onto
poslední.
G as well.
Dejte ho,
So
kluci.
just Mosier. Looking good for Sinner's third.
Šok, dej mu. Máš ho.
Doesn't need to give him the fight he's looking for.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
A heartbeat longer.
Tak se kouknu,
Yeah.
ale.
And
Jo,
Shock
jdi
goes
na to.
down there.
Touching his keyboard for some reason.
They AWP identify B. Long smokes come in. This time we can wrap
No,
a little bit safer.
takové
Not
to je
even long
hrozný,
smokes,
no,
right?
to já
Just
s tím
the
něco dělám,
idea that that
bohužel.
long gap is a
A to, že
little
to
bit
takhle
more
ve čtvrté,
susceptible. So
ten
you can
člověk
see
je
why they
to
might want to
takhle má
pipe
být.
through. It just gets messy. That
No to, že
util
jako
landing,
okej,
Zero
hele,
doesn't want to stand in the
takže-
flames. So we continue with these 4 spies. It's a little bit
No,
late out of
to-
spawn for a couple of members of TYLOO, which tells you this one will not be off the rip.
To obrazovku.
Jamyoung, the only one with a rifle, the rest with the
Já
Tech
ti to
9.
ukážu
And
klidně, hele,
you two
koukej.
to go with it.
Vidíš? Proto to není to, že to je ve čtverečku.
B though.
Oni to takhle mají
Give away
udělané.
banana control. They could
Tím obrazem.
dump some mollies, deep smoke, go again. Is that what they're lining up?
A to, že to je rozmazaný takové, to za to nemůžu. No,
Knowing that B has been susceptible on 2 of these, right? One was they got control and executed, the other was they
Ty prohy
popped
to
from T
nejdou
stairs.
nastavit.
You can understand the call from Sinners to
To
play
nejde nastavit.
3B.
And especially with Moto opening up, that does certainly signal.
To tak má Twitch udělaný. Takhle. Ten obraz.
They're hanging around with 3B. They haven't got that kill and rotated away, so they're still under the impression it will be the B finish, excuse me.
Yeah, this could actually lead to Shock being completely caught off guard. He's just playing like a jiggle incendiary defense.
Ah, okay. So, look. Sinners have stayed. TYLOO have thought Sinners will rotate.
Yeah.
Aha. Já už to vidím.
Oh,
No.
and B-Stick's taking the head off of Jamyoung.
You're running around like some headless chickens right now if you're
A to tady
TYLOO.
nemůžu nastavit, když
3 players all in through the chicken pit.
OBSku.
Deep smoke, 35 seconds. You need a miracle.
You need to run through this smoke and hope B-Stick
No,
goes
nemůžu
down,
to
but you've
nastavit.
killed your teammate.
Moto's there in time. Zero has
Po
a
mně
smoke for CT
stran
almost, yeah, and they
pěti-
can also
pět-
block coffins.
Pět,
Need to get past this.
No one's saying that was the perfect execution. Zero, a fumble on the move.
Oh, that was fun.
That did look funny.
That was fun. It is a high-stress environment with the loser of this going home, but we're still getting some entertainment in the
Yes.
comical
Nejde mi to,
department.
protože
Okay.
tady. Obrazy,
Well, I mean, a
výstup je zapnutý,
stabilization
prosím
from
vás,
Sinners back-to-back
vypněte
rounds.
všechny
You can type the
výstupy.
game now. TYLOO have to weak out.
Nejde mi to, protože to
One
je
puts
tmavý.
this force by, well, it's not even a force by war, but it's more the back and forth, the tit for tat to bed. They've come out on top of the economy.
Mm. No, nejde mi to tady prostě, já to tady mám tmavý prostě. Tohle je hrozný, no já s tím
B6
něco
USB is
neudělám,
intentional, I suppose.
bohužel.
Or is there a gun in spawn?
Got in spawn.
Okay, I was quite concerned, but then I'm like, no, he's in-game leader. He will know that they're on eco now, so I don't hate it.
I can see there's some logic you could find.
Yeah, there's not many rounds left in the game, but yeah, okay. Like, I wasn't questioning it, but it's all good. Okay, so 5 all but secure right now. Mosier, Mercury, Jamyoung, last 3 just with a Glock, sorry, a P250 and 2 Glocks.
But yeah, I think I imagine the logic there for B-Stick was he couldn't find it and wanted to make sure the nades were thrown at the right time,
Bylo to
or at least
pušnou.
dropped.
No to je
He
jedno.
gets it once he knows the no P250 rush.
I think if you still are able to walk away with 7 on the half here, Tyler, you're not going
už
to
ho
be
mají
feeling too hard done by.
Sapu, no. Už mu
It's
jde.
just you've
How
had,
much space Mosier's got.
you haven't looked great in the gun
mu jde.
rounds,
No.
Tyler, right? You had the pistol with the conversions. You've had a couple of nice tech round or
No, 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 no,
hodgepodge
no.
scenarios as Mosier strikes with the P250, but this one will just sit
Yes.
her out. They run into the crossfire, stress
Ty dva
sight.
poslední zbývají.
Doc takes down Mercury, and then it is just jammy dodge up.
To zase nastavuje žabáku.
Get a Glock, someone take it. Yeah.
Hezky pěkně, kluci, hezky pěkně.
Someone slurped that one up.
Hezky pěkně. Zlichtovaný. Úplně.
Na'Vi fans in T-spawn.
Makes sense.
Perfect sense.
Someone's got to take down Vitality.
Yeah.
Or do they?
Teď to vyrovnali, kluci. Musí se držet. Můžou mi šanci.
Smoke top mid. Moda going with Aggie Apps as we've got Aggie 0. They're doing the same thing.
What's going on?
Yes!
What? We're going for a boost in an incendiary. Like, unironically, trying to boost in an incendiary.
Well, look at the radar. You can see they've thrown that half-wall smoke, but I don't think it's landing as they're hoping for, right? This one you can see in front of you, CT. It's on the other side of that there's a T1. It's been replenished now by another CT smoke, but I guess they're hoping that the extinguisher is going to come into play.
I guess you're right.
But that's not the case. I like the move.
It's a cool move.
It just requires there to be no incendiary behind half wall and two of you burn to death.
I've never seen that. Just 2 players 100 to 0 by an incendiary on the half wall. Mosius just charging. Ouch, 37 to work with. Back of the side, B-Sticks noted. They can see the trajectory, they know where he is, but Stressun's managing to help him out through the smoke. Takes down Mosier. Mercury struggling to finish his meal. Pivots into the site. Opportunity for a bit more. Stressun able to swing through this Genies to provide the covering fire. Mercury gets that bomb down. A 2-on-3, not impossible, not comfortable for Genies. Back behind the new box, low HP. Got Modo trained on him, but Mercury's going to try and isolate this, try and tap his head off, and if it was an AK, it's a kill. Galil takes his head, or takes him down to 6, but that's going to be another Sinners round, so stabilizing and then running with some consecutive CT rounds of their own, and minimal casualties as well. That's the closest TYLOO have come since the first CT round of this 4-round run.
How much damage did incendiaries do this round? Like this is 2 players who just get completely smoked by incendiaries, and then you have Mosier running through 1, and then it's G getting burnt out to 1. The incendiaries that round probably did 300 plus damage.
Yeah, it was Kisareki's up to 336.
Right, final round of the half before the break. 4 Galils and an AK.
6-5, final round, first half, second map.
Už je máte na banánu,
Yep, that looks like it's going to get something
going.
Kisarexi is a ringing. 16 after the barrage.
Good to see Modo not backing down from any pick, wanting to stay very active with the AWP, just constantly a thorn in the side of TYLOO, not giving them any freebies in terms of real estate. I think B's been the most susceptible. I would be surprised to see them try another A execute again. The times that we've seen it, it just hasn't been pretty.
The smoke.
But in your head, if you're Mercury, you're thinking, well, B was easier, so they're likely to think we're going to go B. So the mind games play into this, and that goes both ways. Stressun is on a tight leash for that B rotation, but still gets to spot this, and Shock has the other side of that smoke. So as soon as it fades, they know nobody's through, and here comes the second wave.
Flash for the swing. Shock throws his version, and will swing perfect. Nails 0. First man of the pack removed. He walks away. Fade away. Modo drops into the mini pit. He's got a perfect weapon for this kind of fight. Catch, but trade from Shock is important. Catches him integral from Shock on site. 3 kills from him and a 7-5 half. Okay, Inferno may not be their strong suit. TYLOO's pick, but Sin is in the lead as we swap sides.
Jdeme to poslední za odkaz. A do klika nebudu, jak to tady. Posedáme to určitě. 7-5 to vole. Máš strach? Ne. Nemám. Tak na to klikni. Tak jo, ale na mobil na to kliknu. Jo, jasný, mám strach. No jasný, uděj na mě rage bait, tak jo. Děláš na mě rage bait, co? To ti jde? My health time, sakra. Takže na tebe mám udělat rage bait, jsi hluchej. No a to je co, jako. Ty to najdi. Víš to víš. A nebo mě může začít rolit. Taky to je taky možnost, mě začít rolit. Vůbec se nebráním. Rolit? Jo. To zas. Já tě jenom zkouším žabáku, jestli se nasadeš nebo nevíš to. Jo, jasný. To už jsem slyšel několikrát, hele. Takže nejsi jediný, kdo mi to řekl. Tak je dobrý. To si zabil jako. Dostaneš jako potlesk.
It's a major that ends on day 2 for one of these two teams, Sinners and TYLOO. We're into Inferno, an impressive feat by taking Sinners down on Ancient with a comeback, no less, 5 on the trot. As they get OT, we find ourselves in the second half of Inferno at 7-5.
This is going to be fast up middle.
It is, with the molly down. You've got Zero, who's going to eat the flash, tucked on short. Jamyoung's hiding in the smoke, but Zero stays first. Now Jamyoung pokes his nose out, and Stressan puts him down.
He's still here.
He is. Wow, perfect. Util. Wow, that's a convincing pistol
They're coming
start.
through.
They are. Yes, been spotted and executed. Shock nails it, and Mosia's next. Modo puts him down. That's a very convincing start to this must-win map. I remind you, elimination at stake for Sinners if they can't convert this map.
I thought being down 12-7 on your map choice was going to be the end of the story. Right? With Mirage coming up next, this becomes anybody's series if Sinners can do this, and they put themselves in pole position right now. I was taking a look at Ancient, and now the same on Inferno. Opening kills have been a real problem for TYLOO. Map number 1, it was 20-10, and right now they've only managed 4 in this map so far. One of them came on the pistol round right here and was in vain. So TYLOO are having a tough time finding that initial pick. Also, when you think about their T rounds, they were all mainly with pistols or fast. They were getting brackets control quickly against the anti-force. They got banana control quickly against the eco. And then the rounds they won on top of that were just poppy plays to try and punish maybe some of the tendencies of Sinners. TYLOO have decided not to force this, so they will be bringing the rifles out into the next. So number 9 feels like a certainty for Sinners.
Ja wiedziałem, że sobie smart. Wow, hezky pięknie kurczę.
Probably not
Jest! Jeszcze 2%, tam na lewo, tam. Yes! Yes!
Right, they leaving it for a bit of a late run again on TYLOO. At what point that they
pisze se to na jednej ruce,
or if they started at all.
Bez randy tak ja nevím jako.
Sheer lack of multi-kills as
jako,
well. Actually, just a sheer lack of frags out of TYLOO. There was only 3 multi-kills for them in the entire match so far. That was all the first half.
Bylo teplo.
The CT side, albeit, more likely to get multis and more importantly, they do starting now.
Já sám taky nevím, jako, ale rád bych to věděl. Sám bych teda věděl, kolik mám jíp. Kdybych to věděl.
Set up and they block. See, the B-Stick wants to call them through this. They are going to pop Mercury and Zero. The multi-kill is going to come in now.
They're going to change flashes, CZECH and Shock to layer them in. Mercury and Zero.
Já nevím, možná jo.
Lose vision, and Mercury activates, gets 3 in the 1 mag. Shut down immediately. Sinners, they try something, and it does not work.
To může rovnou sejnout, to nemá šance proti pěti.
Again, I don't mind those type of rounds early. You're going to have heaps of money going into the next round for the investment, but not to get a kill. That's going to cause some issues. Jam Young, if he goes down, that could be the frag Shock's looking for. He can't get it. So a clean sheet. They hold on to the rifles, meaning now that they're putting a bit of a buffer of cash. You have to make this one a whole lot more convincing. And
to mám brát jako urážku, nebo
didn't need to take any tactical time out
jako
the first half. They've been exclusively reserved for the second with how well things were going as part of that comeback to put them in pole position. But I think I'd be liberal with these and early. When you know that you have money like this, right? That was a bonus. Get on the mic and make sure that whether or not it's you giving the call,
já si myslím, že jsem chytrý, ale hodně lidí mi říká, že jsem
properly, you know, identify the plan.
Že jsem hloupý, nebo
něco from the same hymn sheet. So yeah, try and pace. Mercury handles that very well. See how casual it looks from his POV.
It really couldn't go better for them at all, right? That is such a mowdown and such an unexpected type of a move. It's very rare to see that approach.
Is that 4 players running second mid?
Another set round.
Interesting.
Napadáte někdy něco?
3 players porch side.
Yeah.
Jako jo, ale to jsou prostě nápady do života spíš.
Oh, Zero couldn't get his crosshair out in time. That is A open, just Mercury on site who's been spotted by Shock. You can see his mouth moving in a minute.
Yes.
Is it dead man walking?
Just like that.
Okay, Jam Young.
Máte ho na zádech.
Gosh, it's not an easy 1v3 to even attempt.
Jak asi jo. Já nevím, kámo.
We talk about Inferno and the difficulties of retakes, especially in 1 versus 3. I think he realizes there's just simply no probability of him converting.
A good opportunity while he goes to this save for us to look at the right-hand side of the screen. So 1900 loss bonus, that's going to be injected into everyone's bank balance. You guys can do the quick maths right there. That's going to take everybody up to around the 4K mark. Mercury's going to have more, so he can drop an orb over towards G if they'd like. There's also going to be an extra $100 thanks to the 2 kills that they got in this one. So we'll have enough for the investment, but Sinners, they have reached double digits, and great to see this fight. It's just a hard clear from Stresser, right? It's not even the first play that he sees on his screen, but just pipes in, takes down Zero, and makes that one look way too easy.
Jo, dobrý, do to.
TYLOO, second time out.
Má se dobře, akorát, že jí chybím, no. Kraj. Nemá. 10-6, ty vole, to musíme vyhrát. Když minule jsme to prohráli, ty vole. Myslím, že bude mít donátka. Už by ti měla psát. Že mi donátka nemá ani nechce, ani nebude mít.
Enough to think, okay, well, how do we respond to this?
Kdyby měla, nebo kdyby takhle to měla přidaný, tak by mě řekla rovnou, že má. Kdyby spolu.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The way you overcompensate for that is aggression.
Tak.
Try and catch them while they're setting up before they can pull off whatever their execute is. And again, it's another pack. It's just a 4-1. And they see the mid-smoke scuttle in. They respect it. Jam Young surges fluidly down Banana and gets that logs control quickly. They do have some room, and it wasn't off the rip. The fact that it comes in a little bit later, so it burns more time off the clock. As he has left his boy, Jam Young has also darted away just to scoop up some util, so has another smoke to stuff the choke point. He's just going to use it on the jump spot. So a lot of pressure on Jam Young's shoulders here. Restraint on the smoke. Mosier still close by. Now G searching. They're the the ones doing the B pop.
Dobrej, flash.
Like it. The other
Flash od
side.
teammates, ty vole.
Mercury's here as well. Shock sells A, Mercury rotates back.
Jam Young and Mosier, you've got the God Flash and Jam Young. That could be enough. Now even Mercury cheats over through the smoke. They'll walk through. Contact play. G's found Shock on the lurk. Oh, brilliant. Another multi from Mercury. He strikes twice.
To posrali.
Modo even capturing flak through the smoke in a 1 versus 4 with no time to win it. Just forced to run away. Save the AK if you can.
Myslím? Nic. To bych se to měl
Mercury
myslet.
missed a multi right now.
Já se tam nic nemyslím.
Now it's 2 rounds out of the last 10 for TYLOO. That stat line doesn't read very glamorously.
But it's the start. It is the start.
Exactly, and it was their start that has been the strength of this map so far. So if they can work into it late, just like Ancient, no matter how you get there. Moto saves the AK. That's going to be the biggest weapon they've got to take into this round. 2 Galils, Tech 9, Mac 10. They lose this one, they will have to eco. And that is TYLOO's chance to get back in the game. They can make it just a 1-round game. So this round worth 2 for TYLOO.
Jo, už zase pušuje.
Stress on B stick, taking some apps control. Synchronizes with Shock, and
Ne.
Zero going to be responsible for the apartment side. See the nullification of the banana.
Yeah, I like the timing though, right? It's a minute 18. So you're keeping them at arm's length. They can't really swing at you from there.
Napravo ho máš, napravo má Vipo. Super.
It's going to be an A play.
Yeah, G's just religiously playing anti-flash. He knows that they're not going to do anything dry, or at least suspects it won't be dry. Mercury with the re-smoke. They're going for an abs pop though.
Yeah, so action on 0.
Máte ho u apu.
How good's B-Stick's flash from mid?
Yeah.
Good enough.
Head of it, 0-2. CZECH trades, G, solid. On the side, can't find the follow-up though.
Oh,
counting on his teammates.
tap.
Modos have just tapped out Mercury, and so now B-Stick, ooh, he wanted to find the walk instead. Just Mosier tapping heads comfortably. As TYLOO, like you said, worth 2. That's going to be a 1-round game as they're forced to take an eco.
Time out as well on the Civic side. So this one is more, at least from my standpoint of the game so far, is more just about the mental. You can be talking about next rifle round 2, right? You're going to use those 30 seconds. You can extend the plan. You can also do a French timeout after this and stay in spawn to just take some of the momentum out of the game. But a big part of this, if I'm the coach Beeful right now, is just to keep everyone locked in, because you're seeing everyone get a bit more agitated. Moto, when he dies there, you know, he's adjusting himself in the seat. It was never going to be an easy round. And you've been riding that roller coaster of emotion. Damn, it feels good when you're winning. You're at your first major, and you're taking on teams who are of your level. You should have put them away on Ancient. You've been in a strong position here on Inferno, and now you have to stomach this eco.
Vítej zpátky.
You're getting in your teammates' heads before they get a chance, right? Timeout call, we sit, the coach, a couple of words of encouragement.
Vítej.
Hello. Gets the info on the jump spot. CZECH just on his own, jumping with a burst Glock headshot, of course.
Really good output.
Oh.
He said for 0 and G. They shut it down. It's not the French approach.
No, it's quite quick, isn't it? So that's the second round in this half that have been complete shutouts from TYLOO. That one being the eco, understandable, but the one against that bonus, that might come back to haunt the dreams of B-Stick and the boys.
To neměli pušovat, udělají chybu zase. 3 chyby za sebou. 3 chyby za sebou.
Well, I am there, but I feel like I was right there.
I felt like I could feel the texture of his mouse pad.
Well,
to nevím, jak to dopadne tohle.
To level out the field.
Another late resurgence.
He's extinguishing Carmel. He wants to pick.
Yeah, he's posted up on the line. Oh! And he nails it on the jiggle of CZECH. Opening kill for TYLOO in order to make this Inferno a whole lot closer.
That's something they've been struggling with, these opening kills.
Right, yeah, okay.
The last stretch, they've got 4 straight opening kills.
That's a change.
Mataj tam.
So it's this, a two-man app setup that's completely rumbled Stressan. You could see Shock wanted to go for the swing, but knows he can't be swinging into two. It's a 5 versus 3 for Sinners. These roster had a golden opportunity, 7-5 half, pistol.
O, to
And it's
posrał.
starting to feel like their grip is loosening.
Yeah, it's just pitter-patter, right? It's one at a time. It's getting peeled apart. The trade potential, very limited. Shock gets something on the clear. G, he's found his third. A multi for him as Mercury takes down Shock, trying to get out of dodge, and we're all tied up. 20 and 100 loss coming into this next round of play. Has to be the partial. But these are the fire starter rounds, right? These rounds where you know that you can take more chances. You don't have the best weapons in the world, but the Tech9 up close in your face is damn scary. And on a map like Inferno, if you can get the room to pop, you're able to cause a lot of strife. So while this doesn't look like the best to buy, and right now it's starting to slather on the rounds damn thick, TYLOO, this is what I'm talking about. The agitation, the pressure.
Well, this is the other side of the energy they brought into the server when they're winning. The energy has to go somewhere when you're not.
It's just such a tough thing with the definition of pressure, right? It feels different to everybody, but essentially it's the stress, right? Clouding the judgment.
And another opening kill for G and his AWP.
Still coming. They're still coming quick.
Flashes connect. Zero loses vision. G can't track. Zero still blind. Finds Stressan. It's not looking good. It's looking great for TYLOO. Sinners, Tech9, and Kevlar gets you nowhere. Trying to catch TYLOO off with something poppy. TYLOO to take the lead with this one. This would be, what, the 5th consecutive round? Modo gets a free frag, B-stick left, and Jamyoung finds him. Okay. We're getting dangerously close to the elimination of Sinners if they're not careful with the guns out now.
It's similar to Ancient, maybe worse than Ancient, because in the last 5 rounds of play, they've only managed 5 kills. So they're not able to be competitive. I understand one of those was a full eco, one of them was a partial buy, but they're not putting TYLOO under any pressure, any stress. G's got 14.9k. I know we're super late in the game, but buys will not be a problem for them. The bomb's not going down. Aggression from Mercury.
Interesting, throwing himself into the mix early with a flash from G, supported as well from the second mid flank, and Modo's not looking in the right direction. B-stick's in so much trouble. It feels like his death is inevitable. B-stick will swing out, Mercury collects, 2-on-4 within 4, but still Stressan through smokes. He's managed to give him something.
Look at Kisserek, the background of the cam there. The stress is just
it's consuming them. It is consuming them. You're at your first major and you've had advantages. You've got an opponent in front of you. You feel like you can be an opponent that you even try and avoid in scrims.
This is an interesting setup here. Okay, Zero's now going to tuck in a little bit tighter. That block smoke will now channel them in through Boiler, and G been starting to heat up the last few.
I reckon he's got it.
Into this.
Will be a flick.
Nails
it onto Stressan. Go on, G lad, he's doing it.
To posrali zas.
Max cash in the bank, grab an AK for his boys, 12 on the board, and 5 major debutants on the chopping block.
Nevím. Tak mi to napiš.
There's one more left in the bank, I'm pretty sure.
Has to be that 30 seconds.
Because Sinners, they didn't use them in the first half.
I don't know, do I want
To mají vyhraný, to jako nemáme už šanci, myslím. 12 zase to je nesmysl.
Já
se chytám, mode.
30 seconds, one way or another, just savor the time here in
Já
Cologne.
nevím, jak se to čte, kámo.
So much riding on around a counter. Gets Herek down. 74 from the early damage. Turns the favor onto Mosier and Jamyoung as the B duo.
Máš tam 2 na bečku. U bananu 1.
Gets spotted and tagged through the wall. G nearly provided another opening kill. And look at Jamyoung, caution to the wind. Flash is perfect! The team play from TYLOO, it's shredding Sinners' hopes and dreams. They came to this major not looking just for the seat at the table, they wanted results at the table, and it has not been the case. 0-2.
Dobrá otázka.
Twice and could be thrice.
A řeknu ti na to, že nevím, jako.
Change of util. TYLOO have that advantage and they know what they need to do here. Stressan's catching flack.
Už mám D, už mám D1.
Ne.
Yes. To mají vyraný, to už nemá šanci.
A 0-3
To už je
exit
vyhraný.
for Sinners.
Nemají šanci.
First major for all of them. And it's gonna go down like this.
To neměl
Tyler
šanci,
wants to
to
throw
ne
the
to.
knockout blow. A 2-0.
Poor class
Technicky
here
se
from
máš
the
nebo ne?
Chinese. 7 consecutive rounds, all of them with opening kills. They changed the tide of the battle.
Jo,
That
jo,
first
mám.
half, it looked scrappy, it looked tough. It was the pistol, it was the conversion, it was the
13-10, vyhráli. Neměli jsme šanci už. To se nedalo. Nevadí.
But their major journey
Proč?
comes to
Nevím.
a close. 32 teams come to
GGS
Cologne,
díky.
only one can win. And Sinners
Tak
representing
oni,
Europe
Tylo,
put up
ten
a
tým
better
hraje dobře
fight,
jako.
as you mentioned. 5 major rookies. This is what it's
Tylo
all
hraje
about.
dobře
This is
jako.
the big leagues. This is the most
Proti Sinners
prestigious
jako,
event.
to je
You
úplně,
don't get
úplná
bigger and
hračka.
better than this. Cologne returning after 10 years as well. These boys would have been watching
Ale pěkně
back
to
in the
vyrovnal
day,
jako Tylo
hoping
proti
to
Sinners,
compete
to si
here once
budem.
upon a time, but that fairy tale
Protože
doesn't
chvilku
even get
vedlo Sinners a
started for
potom to.
Sinners. Eliminated at the hands of TYLOO here today. A
Ne,
loss to
nejsem.
FlyQuest, a loss to NRG, and a loss to TYLOO. That's the resume that Sinners will take away from this one. There's some highlights, there's some moments. You've got Moto
Ale
moving
jako
up with
Sinners
the
proti
orb,
Tylo neměli
CZECH
vůbec
being
šanci, jako
grimy
co si
around
budem.
smoke, stressing. Once he gets that room, able to really work with it. For Sinners, the story ends today.
Second round is going to haunt them as well. In that second half, it started to kind of mark the run from Tyler, and what a run it was. I mean, you know, do we credit Tyler
2-0,
with that
takže
flawless CT run? It
neměl
was a
šanci.
deadly run of what, like 8 or 7.
Yeah, it was
on that
very,
CT
very
side.
dynamic with the approach. G started to heat up, searching for a lot of picks, and looks like he's just taking this one in. Normally a very emotional guy. G's just
Sinners neměl šanci proti Tylo,
Probably, if
to
anything,
jako ne.
just seeing the faces of the team he's eliminated and kind of, you know, empathizing, if anything. If I had to assume, G's
Tylo
just
to
like, yeah,
jako
that's
to
gonna
pěkně
happen to a lot
rozbalili,
of
ale
teams over the course of this major.
yeah, we are
hrajou
getting
mega
some
dobře.
losers here on a
Za mě to
mission
hrajou
to
líp
have
než
very
Sinners,
standing
ale
by with
Sinners
these.
taky hrajou dobře celkem, ale neměli prostě šanci. Nechci říkat, ale nějaký mi vypadnul zvuk. Nějaký vypadnul zvuk.
About that map of Inferno, let's talk about the T sides.
I don't know. I feel like we just
Ja,
didn't
już
get
mówię.
our things going on T side. They either know what we are planning to do. It felt like they have either
No.
good prep or like we were either maybe too obvious with the calls. I
Trzeba
don't
bych
know.
to.
And we just couldn't get things rolling.
Ne,
Like we were
ne
playing
řeknu
every
to.
round with disadvantage and we couldn't take space, nothing. So yeah, that's Inferno. Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about your career up to this point, the 6 years leading into basically this moment right here. How heavy are these emotions
Když ti
right now?
pošlu
I know
donate.
it can't feel great.
Nepošleš,
some of the
já
things
vím,
you're
že ne.
Actually, it's even worse than not qualifying to actually be able to be here after 6.5 years, and I've been trying to just go 0-3, showing absolutely nothing. So I would rather not qualify to end up like this, to be honest.
Sarah, is there anything you want to say on behalf of the Sinners on your guys' way out?
Just what I said before. Thank you for following us, guys. Thank you for
Lidi
believing.
ti poslat donate. Jak je to možné, když to minule šlo?
Same as you are, but I hope we're gonna bounce back
Nevím, co
from
s tím
this
zase je.
and
Je
you'll
taky
see us
pojebaný,
in the
kámo.
future.
Já to pak
Thanks so
podívám.
much.
Thank you.
Všechno se mi rozbíjí poslední dobou na OBSku, ty vole, to je v prdeli. No, takže Sinners proti Tylo hráli. A jako první zápas mohli vyhrát, ale bohužel nevyhráli, a druhý taky ne to. Taky nevyhráli druhý zápas, takže bohužel no. Sinners jako píše si to, že musíš updatenout něco v nastavení, ale byl skoro vyhráli, máš pravdu, Shandy. No jako jo, mohli vyhrát, ale už ne to no. Už se jim nedařilo prostě no, bohužel. Bohužel nevyhráli. Ani jeden, ani druhý zápas, ale mohli to vyhrát ten první zápas. Já jsem to četl v žabáku. Četl jsem to, hele, v žabáku. Ale první zápas mohli vyhrát, co si budem jako jo. Aspoň jeden ten zápas mohli vyhrát. Ať ti můžu poslat donate. A kde se to update, kde se to dělá ten update? Já teď nevím. Já teď nevím, kde se to dělá. Point like this. Stage 1. Ono to má 3 fráze. Stage 1, stage 2 a stage 3. Stage 3 je poslední. Jo. OK, žabaku. Dej mi chvilku. Stage 3 je poslední a to je semifinále. Ještě mají mít stage... Vlastně už nemůžou vlastně mít. Když prohráli. Nebo jo? Já teď nevím. Jestli budu hrát stage 3 a stage 2 Sinners, ale pochybuju, když je to 2-0. Prostě to mohli vyhrát a aspoň jeden zápas a prostě to posrali, ale měli šance jako. Takže tak. Takže to posrali, mohli vyhrát a tímto se pro dnešek končí, no. Teď je výsledek. Takže moc mě to mrzí, že nevyhráli ani jeden zápas, ale mohli. Takže tak. Budou mít příště štěstí, přeju jim to. Takže asi tak. Tak se mějte chat, díky za stream, že jste to byli. Až bude hrát se Sinners, tak určitě zase stream, až bude hrát Sinners. Takže tak. Takže se mějte chat a čau.